5 o'clock on the dot, at least on the West Coast. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Darren Gilliam, aka Black Lives Matter. And as you can tell from the title, yes, we have another race tonight. So it's like this. So last Sunday, I did a last-minute stream watching the entire Daytona 500, the 2005 to be exact. And as of right now, it's at like 4.2 thousand views. I was like, wow, for a last-minute stream lasting 3 hours, that's pretty damn cool. But I mean, why? Who's to say we can't make this a series? And I asked you guys in the chat during the race, and you guys were down. So I'm like, yeah, let's just do this, man. I mean, there's no racing on. It's not going to be any racing on for a while. So I'm like, we might as well. And plus, I've always wanted to do this, but now that I have the proper equipment to do it, I guess the right way, then I'm happy to do that. But tonight's edition, we are going to be rewatching the 1999 Goody's Body Pain 500. So really quick, let's see how many of y'all are in here. Okay, we got 75 in here, so starting to build it up. So let's build it up and see how many we can get in. But make sure to click the like button, by the way. And before we get started, a huge shout out to Rocky 2689. Before I even start the stream, I want to just discuss this channel. I mean, if I'm gonna do a series like this, I have to give credit where credit is due. These races wouldn't exist without the race uploaders uploading them. So Rocky 2689, from the looks of it, he looks to be a new kid on the block, I guess, in the racing uploading scene. I mean, it said he uploaded something 2 years ago, but I mean, over the past week, he's been uploading a shit ton of races. So really quick, before we even get started, I want to get Rocky 2689 to 100 subscribers. We have over 100 people watching. So go subscribe to him. You have to show your race uploaders some love too. So really quick, let's see if we can get him up to 100 subs before we get started. Okay, 74. Come on, guys. We have to get him to 100 subs. We have to get him to 100 subs before we get started. So, like I said, his name's Rocky 2689. He's got some pretty cool content on here. 1992 races, some 2003 truck action, 2004 Busch Series action, which is a pretty underrated season in NASCAR history, if you ask me. And then some old truck races from like 99, 2000. I mean, he seems to have a lot of it. And they're really good quality too. Like some of these are the same races, but I don't know. Like, I mean, just watching some of the races on here, it's pretty good quality. So let's see. 100! Yes! There we go. Good job, guys. Good job. And really quick, I'm going to put the link to his channel after the stream. And what I'll also do is go to his race. So yeah, this race is on his channel. So yeah, this race, the 1999 Goody's Body Pain 500, is on his channel. So make sure to go subscribe to him. Let's refresh it one more time. I want to see. We just got over 100. But let's see. Okay, 114. So yeah, everyone just go sub to his channel. Get there. And yeah, Oak Assassin. Yeah, the link to his channel's in the chat. Thank you, Oak. I appreciate it. So make sure to get that. IDK, what's up, man? Yeah, IDK does the exact same stuff in his streams. So it's pretty cool. I kind of got the idea from him. I mean, we all got to support one another. So hey, we'll see if we can get it up there. Let's see if we can get up there more though. Like, okay, 122. All right. Next goal, 130. Because we have 133 people watching. I swear to God, once we get to 130, I'll start the race. I promise. But we gotta get them up there. So I appreciate it, guys. So make sure you get race Rocky 2689, the uploader of this race, up to 130. Let's do it. Come on, guys. Let's do it. If we get way over there, now let's see. Okay, 128. All right, 128. Come on, guys. He had 100. Or no, he had like 73 subscribers or 74 subs or 73 subs before I showed you guys the channel. So hopefully he notices that. And also leave a comment in some videos. Okay, 133. All right, let's start. But really quick, leave a comment on his videos saying I sent you there. And tell him thank you. Tell him thank you for uploading these races, man. Because I mean, without these races being uploaded, I wouldn't be able to make the content I usually make. And also, I mean, we wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't be watching races like this. So without further ado, here we go. We are about to begin the 1999 Goody's Body Pain 500.
Now, sports and our draft coverage continues on the Deuce. If you're staying here on ESPN, come over and visit us during the Yellow Flags. Go racing next to Martinsville.
The NFL draft. That's crazy.
Nestled in the serenity of Southern Virginia, you'll find the concrete and asphalt half-mile racetrack, which once again today is hosting the NASCAR Winston Cup Series as the 1999 season rolls on with the 8th race of the year.
Yeah. This is a little before my time, but it's iconic.
ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. And the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, NASCAR, welcomes you live to the Goody's Body Paint.
How's the audio?
500
Audio's good, race audio's good, everything's good.
Speedway in Virginia. After 7 events of 99, Jeff Burton continues to hold on to the points lead. Defending series champion Jeff Gordon 5th, and last week's winner at Bristol, Rusty Wallace, is 8th. 4 of the top 10 have never won on a short track. In 14 seasons, Wallace has the most victories.
Rusty's so underrated.
Jeff 8 wins came in just 5 seasons.
He doesn't get enough respect. I know he's a Hall of Famer.
In the last year, the short tracks have been long on heroes. These full-scale battles on scaled-down fields have brought out the best in the best. 7 races, 7 different winners. Gordon grabbed his win at Bristol. Bobby Hamilton was picture perfect at Martinsville. Terry's Richmond win is remembered for talent and temper. Mark Martin had an emotional evening under the Tennessee lights. The other Jeff won back home in Virginia. And Rud's run at Martinsville capped a memorable season of short track grit and glory. Last Sunday, Rusty Wallace won for the 7th time at Bristol. 7 races, 7 different heroes. Buckle up, Virginia, because the NASCAR Winston Cup stars are ready to flex some muscle in Martinsville. Racing at this place is a lot like working out on a treadmill. You run your butt off all day, but you never really seem to get anywhere. 7 different winners in the last 7 races. Could this be the date we see number 8? Well, one guy to watch is Ken Schrader. Last time he won a race, Rocky IV was a hit. But last year, he was 4th in short track points with 4 top 10s. He's got a good car.
Damn, Bill Weber just like low-key
Then there's
roasted.
Dale Jarrett.
I know he's
5
trying
top
to be
5
all
finishes
fly
in the
and
last
smart,
7
but
short
just
track
saying,
races. No
you have to go like
wins.
that.
And he'll need a Rocky-like effort to deliver the knockout punch today. No winner at Martinsville has ever started outside the top 25. Dale Jarrett starts 31st. Clubber Lang got better odds.
Long way in the back.
In the NFL, Joe Gibbs made a career out of molding young, talented players into Super Bowl champions. Now his management expertise is being used to mold the careers of 2 drivers on the verge of superstardom. Bobby Labonte is a proven winner who knows how to play through the pain while eyeing a championship. Gibbs' rookie draft choice, Tony Stewart, is no stranger to championships. And with only 7 Winston Cup races under his belt, he's navigated this season like a seasoned veteran.
Last week, Tony survived the bumps and bruises of the Bristol Motor Speedway to finish in the 16th position. Today, he starts from the pole. However, he faces his toughest task yet. 500 laps at Martinsville. If he finishes the day with brakes and all the fenders on the car, we'll know he's for real. Bobby starts 8th. He's 3rd in points, but Martinsville hasn't been one of his best tracks. In 12 races, he has only 4 top 10 finishes with a best of 8. He hopes to improve on that today.
Short track pit road action, otherwise known as controlled chaos in a confined area. The frenzied pace of these garage area gladiators as they dodge the cars and each other is both fascinating and frightening to watch. The ferocity with which they attack the task at hand is reminiscent of an old Western cavalry charge, with the horses, rifles, and bugles replaced by jacks, air guns, and yes, even an occasional gas can. It is gridlock without the grid. There are few defined lines and fewer defined rules. No turn signals here, just fenders and bumpers reappearing in the left lane. As for courtesy, amidst these tight quarters, road rage may be the rule rather than the exception. Historically here at Martinsville, about half the drivers will complain during pre-races they couldn't win today because they were pitting on the backstretch. Well, not anymore. Today, for the first time in this track's 51-year history, there is one single unified pit road. In order to the pit, a driver will slow to the prescribed 35 miles an hour and enter up beside turn 3. Now, to run from turn 3, this C-shaped gauntlet all the way down to turn 2's exit will take about 44 seconds. You stir in 16 or 18 seconds more for tires and fuel. Now you're over a minute. That translates to 3 green flag laps on the track. Needless to say, one untimed pit stop followed by a caution could be a disaster. So today, NASCAR's shortest track may pose NASCAR's biggest challenge to crew members in terms of pit strategy.
I've never seen the full race.
Jerry, today the shortest and the slowest. Next week we go to Talladega, the longest and the fastest. And although we have been here many times at Martinsville, once again we have a new twist because, Ned, this new pit area may create some problems for these drivers.
It very well could, Bob, not only on green flag pit stops, but also on yellow flag pit stops. Pit road is very narrow, and if somebody comes out in front of somebody else and they get crossed up, it could box the whole field. So it could be very dangerous.
Look at all the
there.
campers
His role is going to increase
too.
today. Normally he might get to relax a little bit when the caution flag is out and they're making pit stops, but today he's going to have to be watching his driver go down pit road.
I can't believe it. We've been on the air for, what, 3 or 4 minutes now, and we haven't mentioned brakes at Martinsville. Well, I got to talk about brakes because that is still the number one enemy of the drivers here. Being able to keep the brakes on the car, have something to stop the car for that last 100 laps. Imagine Tony Stewart's problem. He's a rookie on the pole at Martinsville trying to stay in front of these guys and still have brakes. It will be a difficult job for Tony Stewart.
You get Bob Jenkins in the booth for the throwback race at Darlington. That has to happen.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Oh, damn. Dude, that was fast. Dude, they didn't even give us a warning. They were just like, oh, no, gentlemen, start your engine. Just like that. Oh, my goodness. Is that how I guess that's how they used to do it back in the day. They're like, hey, just cut, and then like, okay, just save real quick. Gentlemen, start your engine. That was quick. I guess we're about to start. I guess we're starting now. But.
All the cold cranking power your truck, car, boat, or more will ever need available at Walmart. By Jimmy Dean, America's favorite sausage and sponsor of the number 30 Jimmy Dean Pontiac. And by Briggs & Stratton, put more power into your lineup. Make sure all of your outdoor power equipment has a powerful, dependable Briggs & Stratton.
All right, I think I got it perfectly now, I think.
Well, I live out here on a little farm.
Oh, no commercials.
Martinsville Speedway in Virginia is the scene of the Goody's Body Paint 500 set to go, and you can see that there is a sold-out
we get to see the starting lineups too. We get to see the starting lineups, bro. Oh, I can't wait.
All of them are set to go.
I love
we'll
ESPN
have 20 Fords in the starting field today, 14 Chevys, and 9 Pontiacs. Ford has a lead in the manufacturer's points lead.
Okay,
now the Everstart Walmart starting lineup has Tony Stewart on the pole, his first NASCAR Winston Cup pole in his 8th start. Mark Martin, who finished second at Bristol last week, will start alongside.
Yeah, IDK soda cookies.
Second row is Jeff Burton.
Oh, that's Jerry Nadeau. Never mind. Yeah, that's Jerry Nadeau. That's right.
And in fact,
that's crazy.
Sears Point
yeah, he did drive the Cartoon
Network
Network
car. On the outside of the front row. As you take a look at the rest of the starting lineup, bear in mind that the first 24 drivers broke the previous track record that was shattered in qualifying on Friday. Benny, any theories as to why it was so fast?
You know, I don't know, Bob, and the strange thing is the mechanics and the drivers
Rich
don't know
Bickle?
exactly
what?
Their cars
okay,
are so
Rich Bickle and Rick Bass up
They
front.
said they're getting a tremendous forward grip, forward fight here, and that's the problem they had last year.
Ricky Robert Presley.
This is the same time.
See, back in the day, a lot of these guys were just like, a lot of the Cup
Series guys. They're not using the 5-5 rule. They are able to run a higher spoiler and the air dam is lowered to the ground, so that should help on a track like this as far as speed is concerned.
There's Bobby Hamilton. He was the last to break the track record. All of these guys were under, but just slightly the previous track record, which was held by Ted Musgrave.
Oh, yeah, the late game.
Jeffrey Bodine
Mikey!
is celebrating his
Mikey,
50th birthday today. Happy birthday, Jeffrey. He predicted on television last night that his 50th birthday would produce a win here this afternoon.
Wow. Dick Trickle. Good old Dick Trickle.
All these guys last year would say they don't have a chance to win because of the backstretch pits.
Is he in the back?
This year, all the cars will be fitted on that one pit road. If they have a good race car, past cars.
Damn, he had to
no
take
disadvantage in the cars.
I didn't know that. Damn, so he started way.
And these guys, of course, took provisionals to get into the starting lineup, including Derek Cope, who starts back in 43rd position. And 3 drivers failed to qualify for this event.
Thank you so much.
Dave Marcus, Morgan Shepherd, and Buckshot Jones.
203 people watching.
Field now is on its warm-up laps, getting set for the start.
There's Jerry Cooper, Jimmy Dean on board. There's a Red Bestis on board.
So yeah, like I said, I've never seen this race before. Like, not the full edition. I've seen clips in the past. It was a little different last time because I saw the 2005 500.
onboard camera and our pole center. Tony Stewart with a Home Depot onboard camera. And we see from the lights flashing on the Pontiac pace car, they will run one more lap.
And then look at Martinsville too. Like they have the sponsors on
Jerry
the track.
One of the concerns there, pitting in turns 1 and 2, where Mark Martin and Jeff Burton are, is being able to see to get in your pit because of the A window, the A pillar on the left side of the car. You can't see. That's why all the crews put those numbers on the wall. The driver can see that number and know exactly when he's supposed to turn into his pit. Coming up, make a hard left. Let's go to Bill Weber.
At Martinsville, this is always one of the most important guys at the racetrack, the gas man, because of difference in gears and not knowing what kind of gear some guys are running and the amount of grip in the tires. No one's really sure how their fuel mileage will go today. Could be anywhere from 130 to 160. John?
Usually we see 4 tire changes during pit stops. Today for track position, there's not getting a lot of wear on the left side tires, so we could see a lot of 2
here we
stops.
go.
Field comes down for the start of 500 laps of racing.
They're racing at Martinsville. Green flag.
Tony Stewart.
Oh, that was a horrible start by Stewart. Oh,
several problems yesterday.
Damn, that was a horrible start.
He's going to be at least third as the first lap is completed and may go quite a bit further back.
He didn't get off to a good start at all. I don't know if it's the engine or what happened.
Irvin was on the
as a matter of fact, when he got down the corner, he got a bit loose.
But no, the good side of the good news though, Jerry Nadeau's in second already.
Mark Martin has 27 starts here, but this is only his 7th time that he has led at this facility. He led 40 laps at his first race here back in 1981 and finished.
I think he's just trying to get on the bottom.
Tony Stewart continues to go back on the outside lane now. That's Rich Bickle in the 45 car.
Unless he can find himself a hole, Bob, he'll continue to go back too, because at least in the early going, that inside.
I've never seen that camera angle.
Out of the top 10 is Tony Stewart.
Cool.
Meanwhile, up front, here is Ken Schrader to the inside of Jerry Nadeau with a battle for second position.
You saw the leader, Mark Martin, go by. He already has a 2.25 lead on these cars as they battle for that second spot. Finally, Schrader is able to get by Jerry Nadeau. Now, Rusty was trying to do the same thing.
Jeff Burton goes to the inside. Now with Nadeau hung out, he's going to lose several positions.
Tony Stewart did get back in 11th place.
Now here's Rusty Wallace going for second. 91
no,
car.
not Dick.
Trickle already has front end damage.
No, not
and
Dick.
I'll tell you what, that can be disastrous because that's up where the brake ducts are located, and you have to get that air in to cool these brakes if you're going to be able to use them at all.
And here's how it happened. Dick Trickle early in the race, getting into the back, looks like a Dale Jarrett.
Damn.
Just a chain reaction.
And then Nemechek got in the back of the fence.
There's the lead that Mark Martin has over Rusty Wallace. Jeff Burton has now moved to the third position. Ken Schrader running fourth, then Nadeau, followed by Irvin, Gordon, Bobby Labonte, Kyle Petty, and then Tony Stewart running back in 10th. Jerry, what happened to Tony Stewart at the green flag?
They were concerned early on about the problems they had in happy hour yesterday, about the car washing up in the middle of the corner with the push not being able to turn. And if that happened and someone got under him, he could possibly
now he's
get
finally
tapped,
settled in.
bind up the field behind him and create one massive wreck.
Okay,
well,
he's still in the top 10. That's not terrible. He's still in the top 10.
The car went into turn 1, washed up. He let some of the leaders go by and fell back in line. He just said a moment ago, I don't have a problem with the car. I'm going to sit here and ride and see if we can fix it throughout the day.
Hey, Kyle Petty's in 9th right now. Shout out to him. He's doing good.
Oh, yeah. The Jimmy Dean sausage.
Senior's got to go all the way back from row 20.
For a taste of the race, let's go on board and check out the telemetry.
That got bad.
Whoa, big traffic jam.
No, not Steve Park and Mayfield.
Jeremy Mayfield is just sitting still.
He just stalled. What?
Car rolling again.
Now caution comes out.
What? His car just stopped.
Out, but finally it is.
Oh, the tire's down. Holy crap. That's just a rim. What?
Caught up with the field.
And Benny, he had really made an advance. He'd started 32nd, had moved up to about 21st
I'll turn it down a
position
bit.
on the outside.
But that was just a rim.
Got caught up in a mess
That's
here.
a straight rim.
Let's look at it here.
I never seen a tire just completely shred like
Watch
that.
for it up at the top of your screen.
Oh, he just spun, yeah.
3 or 4 cars involved. That's Kenny Wallace in the 55.
Everyone got
Ken Musgrave in the 75. I don't think Steve Park hit anything, did he?
looks like he's able to stop. But meanwhile, here we
it's gonna be one of those Martinsville
He's got a
races.
long ways to go. He might be.
Oh no! Don't turn it down. Okay,
because the pace car is now going in turn 3 as he slowly comes down pit road.
Down to John Kernan.
And Jeremy Mayfield's made it into his pits. You can see they're having to pick it up to get the jack under the car.
The
left front tire completely down. Some sheet metal damage to the left side of the nose. The crew going to work. They're only going to change left side tires so they do not.
Hey, Auto Rockin', what's up, man?
Remember, it takes so long to get in and out.
It's really good to have everybody.
Now he's headed down pit road, and I believe they may bring him back in again and make a few more repairs to the 12 car.
Well, he is going to lose a lap.
Yes, he is going to lose a lap because he was the last car. He was 43rd in the line, and when he made that pit stop, the pace car goes around and does put the 12 car a lap down.
That's something we didn't talk about as far as another problem on this one pit road deal.
So he has to wait until the entire field goes by. Here's the replay from on board with Bill Elliott.
Oh, he got
down the corner now, and I guess that. I know it's hard to indict someone because obviously there was contact with someone, but we really couldn't tell who.
In any case, Elliott escaped.
Oh, yeah, they got to race back to the line.
No damage from that incident. Now, finally, Jeremy Mayfield is able to roll off the back pit and back out onto the racetrack. So he loses a lap. Now, Dick Trickle there in the 91 also made a pit stop, but he was able to stay on the lead lap. 12 laps have been completed here at Martinsville with a caution waving. Back with more in just a moment.
Watching the old races. I like the old fan shots that goes up season. Crazy.
Matt Green, just like that. Comes out in the back to racing at Martinsville after a caution for an incident down in turn number 1 involving Jeremy Mayfield and others. Mark Martin continues to lead. Rick Mast looks to the inside of the 11 car of Brett Bodine.
There's Jeff Gordon trying to get on the inside of Jerry Nadeau down in turn 1.
He's going to give him plenty of room.
And Gordon will take that spot away, moves him into the 5th spot.
Urban will follow in the 36 car, and he's in his 300th NASCAR Winston Cup start here this afternoon.
And there goes Rusty Wallace into the lead.
Just like that.
Got the run off the second
talk about dive bombing.
Goes by Mark Martin. Meanwhile, we see
he wasn't playing on
Jeff Gordon and Kenny Schrader all nose to tail. And here comes Jeff Gordon, make 5 cars nose to tail.
Rusty Wallace is leading his 18th out of the last 22 races here at Martinsville. 2,793 laps at Martinsville prior to today's race. Kyle Petty takes his spot away from Jerry Nadeau, and that moves Petty up into the 8th position.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Kyle Petty's not taking his Hot Wheels somewhere else he's playing with. He's going to play right here.
All right, let's see how this sounds. How does this sound? Does this sound good?
He was impressive last week at Bristol and had a good qualifying run here. As he and the team bumped up.
Started 14th and finished 8th at Bristol last week. From the Pennzoil Copter Cam.
Oh yeah, the old
overhead
Pennzoil
of Martinsville
Copter.
Speedway and catch this action involving Ernie Urban, Bobby Labonte, and Kyle Petty. The Pennzoil
they got the little
Cam will be in the
sound
skies
back
all
too.
afternoon.
That's so nice,
we were supposed to have sunny and clear skies this afternoon. It is partly cloudy, but you could almost say mostly cloudy here this afternoon.
Pontiacs just
See Rich Bickle trying to get on the inside of Tony Stewart.
And there's only 9 in the field.
Battle for the 13th position.
I have never in my life seen that camera angle live. Oh my god.
Tony Rutt. Now watch this Bickle hit.
How do we not have this anymore?
Right
Need this
down
back. This is but this was back when they had ride height though, so they could do that. I don't think they can really pull that off now.
Right there, he boom, he hits the brakes and once again dives the nose dive to the track.
So somebody really just bumps it around.
They got figured out pretty well how much it goes down so that it doesn't scrape the air dam off when he lets off against those brakes.
See, Dragon, this is like Ultimate Dragon's like childhood race. This was like before my
Sterling Marlin there in the 40 car go to 11th
like
position.
Ultimate Dragon probably
back
knows like all of this stuff.
12. Tony Stewart running in 13th after starting from the pole position but having difficulty right at the drop of the green flag. Rich Bickle right behind Tony. Up front, meanwhile, it is Rusty Wallace and Jeff.
Finally, they showed
Burt was able to get by Martin just a couple of laps ago, take over that second spot.
I think it took like
he's pressuring Rusty pretty good.
Right now,
ready to go. He realized that Burton was a little bit faster. Burton, the teammate of Mark Martin, said, maybe you go up there and get you 5 bonus points. Mark already has his.
Senior, poor senior.
Dale Earnhardt.
He's battling for 32nd rank.
And Johnny Benson running side by side. So are Terry Labonte and Michael Waltrip. Not anymore. Labonte goes ahead of Waltrip, but side by side battle between Earnhardt and Benson continues.
I still love that cheer.
And
another battle.
Go ahead, BP.
Jeff Burton goes to the lead. What were you going to say?
Jeff Burton goes for the lead.
All right.
And
Rusty was perhaps running a little bit harder than he wanted to at this point in the race, having to use too much brakes. So he said, Jeff, if you want to run that fast, you go ahead.
Yeah,
didn't fight him too much.
Wallace is probably
Brett Bodine, Jerry Nadeau, and Sterling Marlin running together. Sterling Marlin had the hot car in happy hour last night.
I really know how to feel about his old
Martin had the fastest car, but Sterling Marlin
this ain't too bad.
was tied for second fastest time in happy hour.
Remember, Sterling Marlin led 231 laps here last fall and then had a battery problem that took him out of contention.
That was before he had the Hooters as a sponsor.
Brett Bodine started 14th.
I have that
Is already up
diecast
in the
too.
top
It's like
10. He's running 9th at the moment.
The 164. Yeah, I still have it.
Another onboard camera with Jerry Cook, Jimmy Dean onboard camera, and we've got a camera pointed back at the left front tire, and we can see the tire flex and all that other stuff when his car goes down in the corner. He's on the straightaway. Now watch as he goes down the corner. The tire flex. Look how the tire just pulls away from the chassis itself. And look out.
This really showcases the
So right here is a sway bar arm. That's a link that hooks a sway bar to the frame. Look at the distance. Look at the distance between two. Now when he gets to the straightaway, that distance just completely goes away. That's how much flex we're talking about in the tire itself. And you see the tire wobbling, the sidewall wobbling. That's because it only has about 12, 15 pounds of air in that tire. They run just enough tire, just enough air pressure in the tire to keep the tire glued against the wheel.
That's crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed this riding.
Now we're on the suspension cam of Kenny Irwin's car, and look at how hot the brakes are already.
Boy, he can't use those brakes for 500 laps that way. No, he won't have any brakes.
There's never a chance to cool off.
He's in very heavy traffic back there running behind Bill Elliott.
And Jeff Gordon is moving up his spot, taking third away from Mark Martin. So we've got Burton followed by Rusty Wallace, about a half a second behind, and then Jeff Gordon, who's about 1.5 seconds behind.
Right now, about 90% of those fans are just happy to not be there. It's like you can run wherever, just don't win.
34 laps have been completed. If we continue to go green for a while, there's going to be about 100 laps before we have the first series of pit stops, which could be very interesting. Right now is Jeff Burton down in front at Martinsville.
But anyways, Jeff Burton leader right now.
ESPN is back with live coverage of the Goody's Body Paint 500. Later today at 4:30 Eastern Time, the first race
NASCAR
of the season.
What was that?
Daytona.
Damn,
By the way, we'll be on the air
back when
next Saturday at
ESPN, like
Talladega
NASCAR was
Live
like
with an IROC race.
a major priority.
NASCAR Shop Talks at 5:30
Like how much
and
ESPN cares about the NBA, NFL on their channels, like First Take,
wrap up of all
shows,
today's
and all that
activity.
stuff.
For more,
That
log
was
on to
NASCAR back in the
ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, go.com.
And then RPM tonight.
Well,
again,
the leaders
my
have
time, but I
encountered
know
some
all
traffic already. Jeff Burton has already put the 30 car
Damn.
of Derek Copeland
Burton's not playing. He's putting Copa lap down. Sorry, Dragon, he's putting your boy a lap down. Damn, those 4 cars are breaking away.
Cars are really scattered all around the racetrack. You put 43 cars on a half a mile.
Y'all see that? 257 days until the year 2000.
This is on board with second place Rusty Wallace.
Trying to get by Johnny Benson. Meanwhile, this traffic has allowed the 24 of Jeff Gordon to catch up.
Yeah, right now Wallace is just saving his stuff and looking back.
Andretti
Hey, there's John Andretti. There he is, man. He's got a little bit of side damage though, but it's all good. It doesn't seem to be affecting the car. Right now, Skinner
Andretti was the only driver to lead both races here at
and then down below you can see the day 3 draft from the 99 draft. If you see any names on the bottom,
and looks like he's going to position from Ward Burton.
There he is. Oh no! There it is. No. There it is.
No caution yet.
Wait, a caution. That's a caution, right?
And here comes the leader off the second corner.
Wait, that's a caution. Whoa, dude, no! Right chill.
Right in front of the other.
Chill. What did you almost took out the leaders? Wait, no caution? Are you serious?
Evasive action. As a matter of fact, Rusty
How was that not a caution?
3 or 4 seconds to Jeff Burton.
And he almost took out the leaders
that
too.
What?
What?
Andretti a lap down. Here's what happened over
How was that
turn
not a
number
caution?
2.
Okay.
Ward Burton gets a
Yeah, he just got taken out.
Corner,
He's
just
got to
a
run.
bit of a
This is
bump.
a short track.
That's
short
a very
track
critical
racing.
point coming off the turn there. There was almost
He scrapes the
losing
grass.
traction
Today that
anyway.
would have just torn up the car.
The Pennzoil
But
copter
this is back in
can.
'99.
Right there is the contact. The nose of the car over the curb down in the grass,
so he hits
throwing
the
up
curb,
some
he's
dirt
down
on the
on the-
racetrack.
So
And
he's
before
already a
John
lap
Andretti
down.
can get the car
There's no
going
caution.
again, he had
Dude, that's
lost a
BS.
lap.
How is there
He
no
falls in
caution?
behind the 33 car of Ken
And
Schrader,
he
which is
almost
running
took out the
fifth.
lead cars.
And I said
That's
3 or
great.
4 seconds. Actually, Rusty lost about a second and a half to the
that's
leader
back home.
of the race.
We'll see the comeback.
Andretti has a pretty good race car. Meanwhile, here's Chad Little.
Hey,
Dale
John Deere.
Earnhardt. Chad
Yep,
Little, I
there's
think,
good
was
old
tied
John
with
Deere
Marlon
97.
for the fastest time in happy hour.
If you get that meme,
Trying
you're
to get by
wrong.
Dale Earnhardt. That's about
Obviously, you don't
27.
get that, but
Actually, I think Earnhardt
Dale
has
Singer's
caught
just
him.
kinda
Maybe
like,
trying to get by him.
Damn.
Looks like Chad bumped the wall coming out.
The wall there.
Well, here are your 2 short track warriors from the past few years going at it for second place now as
Short
Jeff
track
Gordon
warrior. Yeah, Rusty
comes up
Wallace
on
and
Rusty
Brandon.
Wallace.
Gotcha. I still don't get how that spin wasn't a caution. Come on, NASCAR. How is that not a caution?
That's just kind of a.
I still can't get over that. That happened like 5-6 laps ago, and I
How
can't get
about
over
if I
it.
try running in second spot? And Rusty, being the veteran he is, decided, hey, why not just move over and let Jeff Gordon go see the catch Jeff Burton.
Jeff Burton has hung up for heavy traffic again. Been trying to lap Dick Trickle for about 4 or 5 laps now.
Right now,
Hasn't been
Burton's out
able
to a
do it
1
yet.
second lead. And Kenny Schrader, too. Shout out to him. He's having a good run right now.
Gordon less than a second behind Jeff Burton.
Yeah, but that'll change. He's going to be a car lead behind him when you get back to the start-finish line, Bob. See, right there,
I
he's
kind of have an idea of like who was good on regular basis.
Some heavy traffic.
Kind of drivers like from the 90s.
Still trying to put Dick Trickle
Back
lap
in these
down.
days, there was a whole lot more
Right heavy.
parity and variety. Like I said at the top of the show, the first 7 races in 99.
Remember last week at Bristol, Steve Park just put up a gallant fight to stay on the lead lap for many, many laps.
Now, Jeff Burton will have to use up more of his car right here than he would like to.
Some guys are already in trouble early on.
When he was out front there,
Steve Park, unfortunately.
and no cars in front of him, he could back off and not use his brakes. But now he has to use more of those brakes in this heavy traffic.
Is that giant ass tape on his grill? On Dick's grill.
There's the 75 car of Ted Musgrave.
See, that's another
He's got
car I
some
didn't know
damage. Bill, what's going on?
Well, it's a disappointing day for Ted Musgrave. Started 19, did brush the wall early, does have sheet metal damage. They don't believe it's rubbing against the tire.
And just like
but
that.
it has
Where's the
affected
booze?
handling of
Here
the
come the
race
booze.
car.
I guarantee you.
Obviously, when he pits, they're going to try and make an adjustment,
Gordon.
including an air pressure adjustment on the right front. But right now, Ted's one of the guys that may end up having to battle from a lap or more down. Meanwhile, Jeff Gordon climbs his way into the leader at 1.
Yes, indeed. Jeff Gordon able to get around Jeff
And all
Burton.
the fans go nuts. No, not Gordon. You can't.
Replay the favor because Burton was caught up on trying to get that by Steve Parker.
And then Steve Parker really isn't letting him go by.
Jeff Gordon got a run and took the spot away. Now Jeff Gordon's trying to.
Like they've been trying to go get by Steve Parker for about a few laps, but damn, they made the outside work. Okay.
So here's how the lead change occurred. Coming off corner 2 down the backstretch.
Yeah,
Gordon got that great run, got that great bite off the corner.
See, you can tell which drivers are saving their brakes. So Burton's not going to brake that harder.
And here is some very heavy traffic. They have really been dicing it up.
Whoa,
Still are.
The 98 car is loose. That's Rick Mast. Nadeau almost hits the wall coming off.
Did Rick Mast just pass Stewart for position? I think he did.
Whoa.
Here's
Ward Burton spinning around.
Here's a replay of the near crash just a couple laps ago as Rick Mast got into the back of Jerry Nadeau, and now we have a caution out for the spin bombing Ward Burton.
Ward Burton is trying his best to get that lap back and could not quite catch up. He drove to the grass.
He didn't get the lap back. God damn it.
It was close, but he didn't make it. Now with 62 laps completed, we may see some pit stops here, huh?
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, you can tell short track racing was a whole lot different in the 90s.
But this time by, the pit road is closed.
Now remember,
like it's only been 63 laps. And
right here at the end of the backstretch, and the red flag waving there indicates it is closed.
Well, that's not hard
next
to
time
do,
around. It will be open, and
that's crazy. I'm looking at the chat.
What happens in this new pit road? Now here's the Ward Burton spin up in turn 4.
Okay, so he just got.
He goes around, and Mike Skinner just barely gets by Jeffrey Bodine. Now the leaders are going to come into this picture pretty soon as all these guys are.
And then while the leaders, see, this is crazy. This era was crazy. While the leaders are racing back to the line,
Andretti down on the grass
you got Ward Burton just trying to get the car straightened up. And there's no caution, by the way, until they hit the line. So they're racing full speed. That's insane.
Kevin LePage was smoking before this incident occurred. John Kernan.
All right, that should be good. But no, this era was crazy.
Morgan and the crew looking under the hood. What they think is it's a loose oil line, so they're going to try and tighten that up and hope it solves the oil leak. The oil leaking from a loose line onto the header pipes and causing the smoke. Now pits are open.
Now all this long pit road. You see Jeff Gordon coming around the pace car on the racetrack. But they cannot pass the pace car. All those cars on the racetrack are a lap down. They're not allowed to pit until the next time by. But look at all these cars making it. We talked about congestion on pit road. We're going to see just how congested it's going to be as they make their stops and try to get out. Jerry Punch.
All right, 4,500 RPMs. All the crew chiefs reminding their drivers. Jeff Gordon did his pit stop, 4 tires and fuel, no chassis adjustments. Right behind him, Rusty Walls will have.
What a slow stop. I mean, it wasn't slow back then. But look at that. 14, 15, 16, almost 7. So basically nearly 17-second stop. And that's probably going to get him out front.
Turn 2 to get on the racetrack.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. A 17-second stop just kept Gordon
out of the pits, but
so yeah, this was a much different time.
Jeff Bodine and Dale Jarrett just changed.
Like, there's no way that would get. You would lose like 10, 20 spots on
this pit stop
in today's NASCAR.
The procession out of the pits.
Yeah, and they nearly showed the whole field racing up there. But yeah, it's basically 17
and the
seconds.
first go round.
Oh no!
Looks like
not
Terry Labonte's going to have to come back in.
Oh boy, that hurts. He'll have to be at the end of the line. John Kernan.
And because they left that in, they bring him in. Hey, might as well change left side tires. They had only changed right side tires before that. Dale Jarrett, also one of the drivers who took on only right side tires, as did Jeffrey Bodine.
And Carson looks good though. Still looks clean.
So caution number 2 is out here at Martinsville with the leader being shown as Ricky Craven.
Ricky Craven's the leader? Wait, what? And he started 42nd. How is he the lead? He didn't pit out. Oh.
Back to racing.
Okay, yeah, just like that. They're back to racing.
Ricky Craven was shown as the leader. He had not pitted.
They really snuck up on you back in the day. For anyone who watched this era, they really snuck up on you guys when they came back. It's like, oh, okay, we're back to racing.
Pit summary showing you where the drivers were before they went in and where they came out. Rusty Wallace gained a position. Burton lost one. Mark Martin stayed the same. Here on the second page, look at this. Jeffrey Bodine from 20th to 8th. Dale Jarrett from 21st to 9th.
I think Ned Jarrett explained that just before we went to break, that these fellas changed right
the Hollywood video car, that was Craven's car. I guess they were out front for just a moment. And they came here to their senses.
And Bill Elliott comes in for an unscheduled pit stop, and this is what we talked about earlier. When you make one of these green flag pit stops,
just look at that. Back in those days, no Hans device. The drivers could kind of just look to their right, their right. I was about to say their right this way, look at left, but no, they can look to their right. They could look to their left the whole time.
Going down, so he has to come in and get it changed.
And then no softballs either. This is insane.
The fourth corner, and Bill has to drive clear around to the exit of turn number 2 before he can get back on the racetrack. There he is, but the field.
Come on, get in front, stay in front.
Puts him a couple of laps down.
Oh! No, not Nadu. No, not the cartoon car. Caution.
So far, we have
caution.
No caution. And Nadu will get the car righted again, but here comes the field.
Caution!
Get back on the racetrack just ahead of Gordon, Wallace, and Burton.
That's 3 times. Bro, that's 3. That's 3 times that's happened. The leaders almost got taken out in a three times in a 100-lap span.
Well, let's take a look
They
at it.
almost got taken out.
Who, if
the 3rd time in 100 laps. What is this?
Jeremy Mayfield's down on the inside.
Look, okay, typical racing incident. Just call the caution.
I would guess that's exactly what happened to Jeremy Mayfield.
No, they have cautions. No. This is a NASCAR Heat 4 online lobby. Caution flags are on in this race. But just NASCAR is like on one car. And then if they're in front of the leaders, it doesn't matter.
Jeff Burton.
What in the world? I don't know what is happening.
Working on Rusty again.
But anyway, it's still good races. Other than that, racing's been good.
Remember, Rusty Wallace won with a brand new car in Bristol last weekend, and you would think as a short track car, maybe they would try it again, but he instead has brought another brand new car.
See, back in these days,
difference in the banking in Bristol and
Gordon, Rusty,
so
Burton, that was your typical.
Run a different
that was like
chassis concept. Some run a low, what they call a low snout car on the flatter tracks. They don't do that on the high banks of Bristol, so probably that would be one of the differences.
Well, they're both catching up with Jeff Gordon. And once again, the Pennzoil copter can is providing this shot for you. Last lap, fastest car was Jeff Burton, and the slowest was Jeff Gordon. These guys up front and not particularly heavy traffic at the moment. Mess on the backstretch. Jeremy Mayfield is again involved.
God damn. The big one.
And I believe the 98 car is the one down there against the inside wall.
No,
That's
Rich
Mast.
And Mayfield's involved in another wreck. So 2 wrecks and within 100 laps.
Leaders come by, so Mayfield will go another lap down. I think Rick will go his first lap
look,
down.
they're just trying to get all that.
This is a race that Jeremy will try to quickly erase from his
Whoa!
memory.
He almost hit Mayfield, or no, not Mayfield. He almost hit
Came into
Andretti
this
there.
race last year at this time, 2nd in points.
Damn, this is already crazy. Wait, dude, we're not even 100 laps in the race yet.
That car is just totaled almost already in the
I
first
think he put the
82
window
laps.
net down. He's like,
Here's
I'm
a
done.
replay.
We're in progress to see Rick Mast come in there and get into the 12 car, but there again,
There's probably a judgment call. It's probably
Ted Musgrave and the.
I think it's Johnny Benson in the Cheerios car.
And then in the back, another train reaction. You got
see Joe Nemechek at the very back of the screen. There we see once again.
Let's see.
There we see the 26.
Yeah, it's probably one of those disagreements.
And guess that's Dick Trickle that runs in the back of Ward Burton.
And then, other than
Nemechek slid down into the inside wall and flattened a couple of tires, but kept going. Here's the perspective of Kenny Irwin.
This is that's his onboard cameras. He comes off turn 2.
Whoa! He almost hit Dolan back there. What? Damn. Okay. That was good maneuver there.
Yeah, he got by. Here's Derek Copes on board.
Derek Cope, the last place starter. Does he? Yeah, gets through, no problem.
The seas parted, he was able to drive through.
I thought he had the window net down for a second.
Jeremy Mayfield's crew waiting for him to come back in. A lot of damage on that car. In fact, some of the duct work that goes into the
If he can get a top 20 finish with that car,
they may have to fix that just to keep him out there. But it's been hit on just about every corner, and there was a lot of red paint stuck in the front grille. So I guess he got into the back of a red car.
Well, not only is he lower in points in 1999 than in 1998.
Damn.
He
Mayfield, he was
behind,
a beast. He was a bit of a beast over at Penske. I didn't know that. 98 second at this time, 99. He's still in the top 10
this year. 16.
He's a beast.
We'll be right back. The faces a long pit road at a NASCAR Winston Cup race, keeping an eye on their driver, advising them what to do, communicating with them almost constantly during the event, trying to guide them through 500 laps of racing here at Martinsville Speedway in Virginia. Crew cam is being worn this week by
the Catchman. Back when we had the Catchman,
Rusty Wallace.
Similar times.
Watch as he moves that can out of the way.
Oh yeah, and the crew members, the crew guys, they didn't wear any helmets, nothing. Open face, everything. Just the fire suits and you were good to go.
Just that quickly, Rusty completes the stop. And just that quickly, the green
that's right. We have the lap cars on the
restarts.
inside. Andretti's the first car lap down. Let's see if we can get the lap back on this run.
Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace, Jeff Burton, Mark Martin, and Kenny Schrader are your top
Right now he's battling with Steve Park to be the first car on the lap down.
The lap cars have not been able to get to the front. They got up to about 10th place, but now John Andretti is the first car lap down, so he will go first. And so did a lot of others, which makes the traffic pretty heavy for those.
And Rusty Wallace had a notion down in turn
They're
one.
pulling away.
Looked on the inside of Jeff Gordon. I thought he was going to go.
We've got about 11 cars that are off the lead lap right now, and we have one car behind the wall. A brake problem for Musgrave, Bill?
Oh,
absolutely, Bob.
Yeah,
Very disappointing day. They've got a lot of sheet metal damage on the front of the car and by the right front tire, but the big deal here is that the right rear brake rotor was broken in that contact. It also cut the brake line, so they've got a lot of work to do back here before they can put the 75 back out on the track. Problems for the 7 car.
They're not giving up. No, not Mikey.
Shut off. He's sitting in the pit. The hood is up. They're going to put a new oil line on. And apparently, they developed.
No caution clock. You can
fitting.
spend 150 laps just working away at your car.
Now they're going to change the whole oil line.
You
can see where it was dripping a lot of oil down here on pit road. The crew working, but already just losing.
Looking at right now, Andretti's keeping up. He's keeping up right now. He's trying to get his lap back. Meanwhile, Gordon's out front. He's killing it.
Long time Winston Cup racing operation is not too far from here in Martinsville.
Joe Nemechek had just made a green flag pit stop, so that's going to put him at least a lap down. In fact,
coming back from that spin.
Laps down, so that was a long stop.
There's Jeffrey Bodine. Oh yeah,
the two Bodine brothers are running together. Brett in the 11, Jeffrey in the 60, and back there also is Dale Jarrett, who's working his way toward the front after starting in 31st position. Brett is 9th, Jeffrey 10th, and Dale is in 11th.
Dale Jarrett's made his way
going on about 5 seconds behind the leader.
Within the first 100 laps. He started like 31st.
He had noted on the caution flag on the pit stop that most cars made their pit stop on the caution flag. Dale Jarrett and Jeffrey Bodine only changed right side tires. So trying to get some track position.
And since that restart after the
why does it take them forever to put up the leaderboard? I don't get
when
that.
they changed the tires,
that must be
Sterling
so annoying.
And Brett Bodine
that must have been so annoying back in the day. It took them like 10
also
laps.
mired back in some heavy traffic. The pole sitter, Tony Stewart, and the 4-car of Bobby Hamilton, the defending champion of this race. Ricky Rudd won the most recent race here at Martinsville last fall, and one of the warmest days that we've seen in a long time. Plus, Ricky had the flu, but still drove the car to victory.
He won with the flu? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, we gotta watch that race later.
13th spot.
Tony Stewart, of course, has a lot to learn. He's visiting some of these tracks for the very first time, either in a Busch car or a Winston Cup car.
He wasn't a champion at this point.
He's been told that patience is a key here. Sometimes that's hard to do.
hats. I like this two hats.
They're 89.6.
NASCAR merch was killer.
Compare that
It's killer
with
now,
the
but back in the day,
fastest lap that last time, which was Jeff Gordon at 92.3. And there is Jeff Gordon, who's not in any traffic right now, with about a 0.6 of a second lead on Rusty Wallace. The lap car of John Andretti was actually 30th.
I feel like if it goes on the long run,
Rusty Wallace between him and Jeff Burton, who's running third. And there are Bobby Hamilton, Ward Burton, Ricky Rudd, and Jimmy Spencer in the 23 car.
See, these cars were so different because you could just
Jimmy Spencer, the Winston car,
you could spin them out, but then you would still be able to drive them back. Like nowadays, you can't really wreck the cars like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't really drive them.
And teammates running together. In fact, look like maybe trading some paint.
Oh, he's going to give the bump.
Dale Earnhardt in the 3 car.
Give it to Rich Bickle.
They are running 18th
Was
and
Rich
19th.
Bickle a truck driver? He was a truck driver, right? If I'm not mistaken. Like one of those underdog guys. Oh, damn, he's really trying to get by.
Under the Rich Bickle car, cannot do it, almost loses the back end.
Damn, look at the front of the car.
He's going to try it once again down in the corner.
There you go.
Good position on him. He will try to accelerate and does down the front stretch.
Okay, yeah, he was in the. Thank you, Jimmy.
Mike Skinner has fallen from the points lead to 11th in the point standings, but he is showing the most improvement in point positions of any driver from last year to this year. Up 20 spots from 1998.
He goes back by Skinner on the outside. There's not a lot of room for
this
any of them to go
anywhere. You could go on the out. You could use the top. You could still use the top there to a certain extent, but I don't know if it's the cars or like the way the track's laid out.
That's it.
But no, they're able to
That
use
is
the top side. No problem.
Almost 3 abreast there off the corner.
75 car by the way of Ted Musgrave. The Polaris ATV Ford Taurus is back in the race. We're on board with Kenny Irwin, and he's right in the middle of this, isn't he?
Yes, he's trying to figure out how he's going to get through. And you wonder why his brakes, his rotor was
Oh,
so hot. His
give him
Earnhardt
under Earnhardt
gets a little touch. You wonder why his brake rotor was so hot.
Intimidating
This is why,
Irwin.
because you're always on the brakes. You got to go in and hit the brakes hard. Otherwise, you're going to run into the back of the car in front of you.
Right now, Robert Presley is going on the top side. I mean, they're able to make it work on the top. I mean, I'm surprised. I never really knew that. You can really kind of just sort of do that.
He's going to get up and be able to pull alongside Earnhardt, who's up in the high lane.
Like, I know you can use the top, but I didn't know you could use it for that one.
2 by 2 they go. Got about, 12 cars or so going 2 by 2, 6 rows, 2 deep.
If the Gen 7 can race like this at the short tracks,
That ain't going to work.
No, I don't think so.
NASCAR will be all right. This would be great.
Mike Skinner was right on in there. Walter and Ted Musgrave are back out on the racetrack, but many laps down.
I don't even know what position it is, but I don't really care. Like, it's pleasing to watch.
Might have raced for the rest of the day with each other. That's right.
For a taste of the race, let's look at the brake pedal specifically here on board with Derry Cope as he's in this track.
And they're really getting
he's
Jimmy
all the way
Dean
down to
out
the floor,
there.
looks like.
Yeah, Jimmy Dean paid good money. It was like the third time they said this to the all race.
Trying to slow his car down.
And we're over 300 people watching. Appreciate it. Make sure to click the like
bag of sand
right now we
with your
got
foot 2 inches.
300 people watching, 138 likes. Make sure to look like
130 pound sack of sand, and you got to push it 2 inches with your foot. That's what it's like every time they hit brakes.
Earnhardt's giving them the business.
Jeff Gordon will be coming up on that heavy traffic we've been watching there before too long.
Now Labonte and Dale Earnhardt are pushing each other out there. Jerry, what's going on with you?
Hey, Benny, that same brake engineer told some of the teams what you just told the fans at home by pushing that bag of sand.
And meanwhile, Gordon's just gone. Being forgotten in all this melee of all this spectacular racing is that, oh yeah, nobody's racing Gordon. He's out in front by like 30 seconds.
You got to push that 120-pound bag 166 feet with your right foot this afternoon. That's going to make you awfully tired.
And watch, I bet you Gordon. Yep, there he is. I knew it. I knew it.
It's because they know the leader is coming up behind them. They don't want to go a lap down.
Yeah, see, I knew Gordon was going to be there to lap so soon.
Rusty Wallace
what are you doing? You guys just get straightened out.
Jeff Gordon pulled out to about a 2 3/4 lead on Wallace, but that lead is going to vanish quickly as he tries to get through this heavy traffic.
Yeah, where's he going to go?
Yeah, so he's got some traffic. He's got some traffic.
Jeff Gordon's not going to go up on the outside and make a 3 deep.
First driver he'll try to put a lap down is Darrell Waltrip. And we continue to have this good battle back here in about the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st
Just show
position.
us the leaderboard, like the whole time.
Irwin, Earnhardt, Wallace, all of them battling
is that
for
something
position.
that wasn't an option? They couldn't do that?
As the NASCAR Winston Cup
right
Series
now,
is in action at the Goody's Body Pain 500 at Martinsville Speedway in Virginia with 113 laps completed.
City.
Looking back at the leader of the Goody's Body Pain 500, Jeff Gordon, as he tries to put another lap on Derek
Another
Cope, pulling to the outside of him. Cope is already down 1 lap and now
Andretti
goes down a 2nd lap.
Holy crap!
Andretti's keeping up. We'll show you, Benny, exactly what you were talking about.
He's right there.
How Jeff Gordon's lead shrunk from 1.7 seconds down to a second, all because Jeff encountered traffic.
We see he was running 20.7 seconds, and then when he ran across the traffic, he's down.
And then they just gloss over him, like, oh yeah, he's just a lap car. Like, dude, I don't think many lap cars are going to keep up with Gordon
about
these days.
1.4 seconds behind.
Like, oh yeah, no, let's just show 2nd place.
That's interesting. All that traffic that we were seeing run side by side as Gordon was coming up on them, they've singled out now. They finally figured out, hey guys, we can go faster if we run single file and maybe keep ourselves from getting
I think
lapped.
this was his first Martinsville race, if I'm not mistaken.
Wally Dallenbach has been lapped.
25 cars now on the lead lap. Rick Craven is in 25th
Hey, what's up, Trevor?
position.
How's it going, man? It's good to see you.
3rd place car belongs to Jeff Burton.
Gordon, Wallace,
2 car lengths or so behind.
And also Schrader, too.
In
Those have been
4th spot.
your top 5 damn near the whole race.
And then Kenny Schrader has the 5th position at the moment.
There he is in the Skull car. He's about a 1.5 behind Mark Martin. Ernie Irvin, the 36 M&M's car, right behind Schrader.
Just look at that ride height. And then when they enter the corner, too, when they enter the turn, it just like the car just kind of shrinks down, just goes back down to the ground, and then
he's
they
getting
accelerate,
heat from
picks
Bobby
back up.
Labonte, who's running 8.
Gordon Marlin is making a move towards the front. He was in 12th place on the restart. Now moved up to 7th, working.
And there's the 11 of Brett Bodine, and Bill Weber has more.
Certainly a strong run for Brett Bodine. Started 14th when they came into the pits during that caution flag. He came in 9th, but went out 11th. They took 19 seconds because Brett had parked too close to the wall. They had trouble on the left side. They made an air pressure adjustment all the way around. But Brett has picked up those 2 spots on the track, is back in 9th position. This team is very confident today. And one thing Brett said to me during one of the commercial breaks at NASCAR today is, remember, all my Winston Cup wins have come in the month of April, Bob.
Only 1, but it was in the month of April.
And it was on a short track.
Yep. North Wilkesboro, and we were there.
Still the first car
now Kyle Petty presents a challenge to Brett Bodine. Kyle trying to take the 9th spot away.
Yeah, Petty Enterprises, they're having a good day this far.
Yeah, Kyle was back about 15th or something after the pit stop, so he's marching on towards the front.
If you watch the NASCAR Craftsman truck race
Good job,
yesterday,
baby.
he was with us and told us about a crash he had during a test down in Talladega. We'll have more about a little bit later. There is Jeffrey Bodine. He's running an 11 spot right now. The
Power Team. Okay. I always see the colors, but I never really see the sponsor logo. Damn, Jeffrey, he was old on this one.
Dale Jarrett started in 31st position, has worked his way up to 12th.
About 8.5
right now, Dale Jarrett's not even concerned about
how could you let me get away with talking about the Wood brothers when we were talking about Michael Waltrip a while ago?
I believe he was.
Did you hear me do that?
Close to being the points leader.
Well, I talked about him in the same breath. I didn't necessarily put them together, but I thought you would nail me.
Yeah, he was second.
So there's our pole sitter, 13th place, Tony Stewart. Just being patient right now. Here's a Napa field summary. Ford leading Chevrolet in the manufacturer's point battle by 4.
Yeah, see, Chevy wasn't always on top. They weren't always.
Rusty Wallace is the leading Ford, running in 2nd spot.
Jeff Gordon, of course, leads
now
the
that's
Chevrolet
a cool feature I wish we
contention
had.
with
Manufacturer standings, and then you show the top 5
the best among the Pontiac drivers.
That would be cool.
Bobby Hamilton is running 14th.
Yeah, poor Pontiac, 0 laps led, even though they had the pole.
Jimmy Spencer is 15th.
A little over 13 seconds behind the leader. That's a little over a half a lap.
And Ricky Rudd, last fall's winner, is 16th. Rich Bickle right behind him. He's still on the lead lap in 17th position.
Rich Bickle's having a good run. We're 130 laps into this thing, and he's being very competitive as Mike Skinner, the low star, closes in. Whoops. Oh, a little bit of bump.
Billy Engel, by the way, serving
Oh,
as
there he
chief
is.
on the
There
Rich
he
Bickle
is.
car.
There's Andretti.
And John Andretti's trying to get his lap back.
Yes, there you go. Let's go.
Gordon's not going
Just like that. See, I told you he was going to drive his way past there.
He got caught up in a spin and lost a lap.
How many times do you see a guy get his lap back straight up during green flag racing? You don't see that often.
He's right back in this thing. He's in 25th position.
So right now, he's 25th, back on the lead lap. At that point, Andretti had to have known, like, okay, we have a race.
Here's a battle for position, the 6th spot between
you just
Bobby
need the cycle of cautions to go
Irvin.
their way and have a few adjustments. He might be back up.
Trying to take that spot away, and looks like he's going to be able to. Battle a couple of Pontiacs.
Yeah, Labonte and Irvin, they haven't really moved up the field, but they haven't moved back. They remain, running quietly inside the top 10.
Bobby Labonte has 5 top 10 finishes in 7 races in '97, 3rd in points. Last year at this time, he was 14th in points.
Back for 17th as Mike Skinner gets alongside Rich Bickle, trying to take the spot away.
Again, Bickle's trying to make the outside work. Those two have had a little bit of a rivalry going on during this race. I mean, Skinner was bumping him out the way, trying to get on the apron. Bickle's just like trying to make the outside work.
Off the corners 2 and 4, and really didn't understand why some of these guys were losing.
Who was the 45 team? What was the team name? Can somebody help me out? I don't know who the 45
a little bit loose.
Yeah, I know IDK player. I know, dog. Look at all these passing, man. There's so much passing in the field.
Getting out
Isn't it
from behind
great?
the clouds here now at Martinsville.
But right now, they're kind of strung out.
Here comes Gordon, now with a 1.13 second advantage on Rusty Wallace. Jeff has led 81 laps so far. Jeff Burton has led 31. Mark Martin 17. Rusty Wallace 9. And Ricky Craven led 1 lap under caution.
He's about to lap Dale Sr. Oh, no. All the boomers are going to get pissed.
Trying to put Dale Earnhardt a
Bro, they're all going to get
and
pissed.
while he's been trying to do that, Rusty Wallace has caught right up to him, and so is Jeff Burton.
And you can tell Dale Sr., he's not letting him lap. He's not letting him lap him. No. Dale Sr. isn't letting him go by him.
Rick would be 2 laps down if Gordon got by.
He's going to give Gordon an extremely hard time. Now, because of that, look, all the top 5 are back up there.
Running back in 24th position and trying to stay on the lead lap. And right now being successful at it. And here comes Wallace
Rusty. There we go, to the inside. Oh, you can low-key hear the crowd.
He said, okay, Rusty, big man, you go up there.
You go up and do it.
Exactly, you go do it.
Yeah, look at the crowd. You can low-key see them. Like, they're celebrating. And clear. Nice.
He has to be awfully careful, and he knows that. You can cut a tire down so easily or get a fender.
No, it's not over yet. Can Gordon get the run? Nah, not quite.
A couple of laps ago, we'll show you what happened. It was quite a little incident here between Earnhardt and Gordon.
There's the contact. Earnhardt just came up, pretended Jeff
I told
there.
you. Bro, he was not going to let him go by. No way.
Rusty Wallace got up there.
And it just cost him the lead, basically.
Jeff Burton looking on the inside of Jeff Gordon.
And now we'll see if
now
Rusty's
is. Oh yeah. Oh, Rusty's giving him the bumper. He's like, yo, stop playing. Like no bullshit. Just let me go by. Yet Earnhardt Sr. is literally holding up the entire field.
Jeff Burton drives on the inside of Jeff Gordon.
Because Gordon was up to like a 2-second lead, and now he's held up the entire field. Look, all the top 5 are basically under one blanket. And it's all because of Dale Sr. Because he just doesn't want to go get lapped.
Terrific bite off the corner and retake second spot.
first 4 cars running right together. 4th place there is Mark Martin, who looks to the outside of his Roush teammate.
All right, let's see if Rusty can get past.
And will take the spot.
All right, good pass. Damn, still nobody.
Trying to put Earnhardt a lap down.
Okay, I think Earnhardt. Okay, now he's gonna.
Let's see what kind of success Rusty is going to have.
He's not letting them go, man. He's not letting them go. He's holding up the entire field.
Battling up there, you can see the fastest car on the racetrack last lap was Kyle Petty.
Yo, move, Dale.
Let's see the 43 car John Andretti.
Let the entire field go. You're not gonna win, dude.
He's got his lap back, remember, and
just driven away from the leader.
And look, even Bickle's driving away because Earnhardt's just being a little prick right now, man. He's not letting him go by.
Kyle Petty is the fast man, and this time Andretti did not show up. So second was Mark Martin.
Let's see, fastest cars. Oh, Kyle Petty right now, the fastest car.
Kyle's running back in 7th.
Rusty's not having a lot of success putting Earnhardt a lap down. If you ever see
I know Earnhardt's aggressive, but then they're just like holding up the field. Is that necessary? No, I don't think so.
Here's Jeff Gordon back on the inside of
And now he's trying to take the lead back.
He said, okay, Rusty, you can't do it. Let me try it again. Earnhardt looks up in his rearview mirror and said, go at it side by side, guys. I love that. He's able to pull away.
Yeah, because you started it. You held up the field.
Rusty gets that great bite off.
Of course you like it. You held up the field to begin with. But yeah, back in these days, Rusty versus Gordon, like, that rivalry kind of doesn't get talked about. It kind of gets lost in history, I guess, but when those two raced, it was always hard.
To 6th. Passing Bobby Labonte.
And really, it was like that from, like, I want to say, like, 97, 98 to,
so Dale
like,
Earnhardt
2000.
stays on the lead lap. Nobody's been able to put him a lap down.
Dude, how nobody wrecked Senior, I don't know.
I want to be part of it, but
like, how did somebody just not bump Dale Senior? At this point, it's just warranted. When you hold up the field for that long, okay, like, you deserve to just get dumped. I'm sorry.
Dale Jarrett, that moves Mike up to 13th. Bobby Hamilton is right there, too.
All right, right now the weather's starting to change, too. It's a bit cloudy. Well, no, it was a bit sunny to start the race, then cloudy again, and now it's sunny again.
Once again, the sun has come out here. There's Bill Elliott, and he has lost 2 laps and is in 38th spot.
Oh, I forgot about
he made that green flag pit stop, lost those 2 laps on the green flag pit stop, and that's where he's been.
Gordon will try it on the outside for
now,
Rusty Wallace.
Now it's starting to piss me off because they can't get by him. They can't get by a lap car. That's basically what's happening. They can't get by a lap car.
Meanwhile, he's going to have the 9 car
because he just doesn't want to move.
In front of him. I'm talking about Jeff Gordon.
Thank you. Finally. Thank you.
Got down the inside. That should allow him to get on
okay. All right. Bye-bye. Get out of there.
Wide, though, coming off the
corner. I love Dale Senior and everything, but
Earnhardt has now gone a lap down as Rusty is by him. So is Jeff Gordon.
And there comes Jeff Burton and Mark Martin.
So that puts 23 cars now on
battle
the lead
for
lap.
fifth.
And look at Kyle Petty. He has caught Ken Schrader.
Yeah, the Richard Petty,
trying to take away the fifth
Richard
position.
Petty Motorsports cars, or I'm sorry, the Petty Enterprise cars that weekend were really solid. Kyle Petty was running in the top 5. Andretti, he has race winning speed now, but he just can't catch the line.
Reeling them in like a field dance, baby.
All right. It's Chris off from the spot.
Good old
Kyle
radio.
Petty talking to
good old radio accuracy. 99. Yeah, Kenny Wallace is in
fifth position now.
Just like that.
Bobby Labonte and Ken Schrader battle for 6th. 164 laps are completed. It's Rusty Wallace leading the Goody's.
Right now, the biggest mover in the top 10 is Sterling Martin. All the way from 7th.
Mark Martin and Kyle Petty completing the top 5.
Rebel 9 to 10 points right now, coming from 14.
ESPN resumes its coverage of the Goody's Body Pain 500 from Martinsville Speedway, Virginia.
Only 176 likes. Let's get to 200.
But sometimes things go wrong on the racetrack. These are some of the incidents we've had already in the first 172 laps of this 500-lapper here this afternoon. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. But right now, things are going okay for Rusty Wallace. He is
not
leading,
Kenny
but
Irwin.
Jeff Gordon is trying to nudge him out of the way.
And they've come up on some very heavy traffic once again.
Gordon a little loose coming off the corner. Rusty will get credit for leading that lap. That's the 34th lap that he has led. Mark Martin and Jeff Burton are very close behind.
Guys,
Rusty
is so differently.
Rusty Wallace is getting great grip off turns 2 and 4 to come off course. This time, looks like
that's right, Chad. Jimmy Hensley did win the truck race, and he was driving for Petty Enterprises.
Second spot.
And he was driving the Petty Enterprises 43 Dodge.
Kyle Petty continues to mow the leaders down. He is gaining on them every lap.
Oh, Mayfield. He's just on pit road. He's smoking. He's done. He's probably done.
Kyle Petty up to 5th position. He's only about 2.1 seconds behind the leader.
And Kyle Petty has the best car on the racetrack right now.
And one thing in his favor is that Rusty and Gordon, all these guys have had struggling, been trying to get by this lap car. Kenny Irwin, Rusty Wallace was up just a few laps ago trying to put Kenny Irwin, the Texaco car, a lap down.
Whoa.
And he was unable to do it. Jeff Gordon got the spot back.
Kenny Irwin almost took out his teammate there.
Trying to put Kenny Irwin a lap down.
John, the 88 is not having a good day. What's wrong down there?
Whoa, nearly hit the grass.
Bobby, remember at their pit stop, they decided to go with right side tires only to move up into the top 10 to get some track position. Well, that is more or less backfired as the more laps they run, the looser the car gets. DJ wants to pit early for tires, but they're asking him to please hang on, because we know if he pits early under the green, he'll lose at least 3 more laps. And then if the caution would come out, he'd have no hope of making up those laps.
Not a good decision to take just those 2 tires, Ned.
No, it wasn't. No, Jeff Bodine took 2. He's
Why? Why would you even do that at Martinsville? Yeah, I'm going to take 2 tires at Martinsville. I'm going to take 2 tires at Martinsville. 2.
Kenny Irwin is running.
No trolling. No, I'm dead ass. I want to take 2 tires.
To go a lap down. Now here comes Kyle up to challenge 4th place Jeff Burton.
I don't know. That wasn't a good idea. That wasn't the brightest idea.
His car is good. There's Mark Martin trying to get by Rusty Wallace.
Damn. Kyle Petty, he's coming. He's coming through the field right now.
Jeff Gordon has been able to get by the 28 car off Kenny Irwin. If I tell you what, if Mark Martin and Rusty Wallace and Jeff Burton and Kyle Petty keep racing like this, Jeff Gordon can just drive away off
I can see why NASCAR was so booming in the 90s. Just the bright colors, the pack stands, and then the racing. The most important thing, the racing and the personalities too.
The 66 and the 28 are.
It just seems like the vibe I'm getting just watching this race. Like nobody really, like everyone has respect for each other. Like the drivers, I guess, back in the day. But like if they spun you, then oh well. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, look, I still respect you, but if I take you out for the win, then oh, so be it. You know what I mean? Like just that whole sad, I don't care attitude. I like that.
Another car that really has
I mean, you can just tell by the way they're racing too. Freaking Dale Sr. was blocking the leaders for God knows how long. Then Irwin nearly drove Gordon in the grass,
almost a half a lap,
trying to keep his lap.
He's picked off a lot of cars. He's got himself up in 13th position.
Oh yeah, and the broadcasting too, especially ESPN.
About to go a lap down to the leader.
Whoa! No! Damn.
Jeffrey Bodine and Ernie. Is that Ernie Irvin or the?
Damn, Ernie Irvin was doing. He's having such a good run.
And DJ beat Jeff Gordon back to the line.
And Dale Jarrett gets his lap back. Just like
Gordon had to drive up over the curb. So did Rusty Wallace. There's Ernie Irvin trying to get her going again.
Did you notice, like, dude, when they race back to the line, so guys are just going on the curb, just not caring. You know, just going full speed. But anyways, the 4th caution.
Very, very fortunate in 2 ways there. To have
that
to run in
sucks.
front of it.
Ernie Irvin was having a solid.
He was able to get through it. And
it's
then
not over though. He has a little damage.
Not go a lap down.
It's our 4th caution of the afternoon, coming on lap 185. Here's a replay.
See the damage to Ernie Irvin's left front fender, and right where the brake ducts are. Let's see if we can see what happened to Ernie.
Far left.
Ever see the leader?
Oh, yeah, it's got bumped.
Looks like Jeffrey and Ernie Irvin got together.
Yeah, so
and we see DJ go on the outside.
Bernie, and it looked like Benson
the
was our
28
Look at Gordon. He kind of just like steps
and
on the
they're
brakes,
trying
just
their
like
best to race Jeff Gordon back to the line. Another angle.
Yeah, I mean, I know racing back to the line's entertaining. But I'm kind of like, races like this kind of reminds me how stupid it was, I guess, in hindsight.
Jeff Gordon credit for squeezing by on the inside.
And like,
Mark Martin also, he's the one that drove up over the
times
curve
guys spin,
instead
they
of
almost
Rusty.
wrecked the leaders, racing back to the line.
From Mark Martin's on-board
Not
camera.
necessary.
Trouble up ahead, going to the left. Oh, he just gets through. And now the pits are open, and we'll see what happens on pit road again this time. 35 miles an hour as Jeff Gordon leads them down.
He and Rusty are pitted right together.
Oh, sorry.
And a Jerry punch.
Gordon and Wallace pitting nose to tail. Jeff Gordon, no changes, 4 tires, 2 cans of gas.
Oh yeah, let's guess how slow the stop is. I'm gonna guess 16.5.
Left side tires. What a battle between pit crews here at Martinsville on a tight pit road. They jump on the jack simultaneously. Let's go to Bill Weber.
It's 4 tires to round out for Brett Bodine.
I got that.
Tight lug nuts are on. Bodine is away.
That was right on the dot. I had to. Yo. And at that moment, it goes like, duh, duh, duh.
Mike Skinner, great pit stop for the Lowe's crew.
I swear to God, that was not scripted. I swear to God, that was real. You have to believe me there. I was like, okay, 16.5. I was just taking a guess. So on the last stream, I got the Junior's crew chief because I was like guessing his accent. I was like, it sounds like he's either from Maine or Vermont, and they immediately say like, oh yeah, he's from there. That's like 2 in a row. Then I got exactly 16.5 seconds.
We'll take a break and be back with
it was on spot too. That's awesome.
The Happy End, presented by General Motors.
Back at Martinsville Speedway in Virginia.
Oh yeah, for people complaining about the commercial breaks today,
sold for this race.
This had more. Oh, copter cam.
Has the overhead view of the facility here. See on the far right there, the railroad track is still right behind the backstretch. However, there are plans to relocate that and provide more seating back there. Well, later this afternoon over on ABC Sports, you'll be able to tune in and see the first road course race, actually a street course race of the year for the Kart Championship Series, the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach. That's live today at 4 o'clock Eastern Time over on ABC. Greg Moore won the first race in Homestead.
R.I.P.
We'll
to
see
Greg
what he can do
Moore,
today in Long Beach. 4 o'clock on ABC.
You've never watched like an old kart race.
Well, the
from, like,
concession
the late
stands
90s.
are busy now with this caution.
Even after the split, it was good for a while.
Man, are they ever? That's not a bad idea. Let's run down and get a hot dog.
Look at those.
They do have good hot dogs and barbecue here.
Let's get an update on Dale Jarrett from John.
Well, I tell you what, they were praying for a caution, and they got one at the right time. DJ staying on the lead lap. They took 4 tires. They also took a rubber out of the right rear, and they also loosened the left side in the rear by taking a pound of air pressure out of that left rear tire. So they are very, very happy right now to be back on the lead lap. They think these adjustments will make the car run really well over the long run. Because remember, last time they took on rights only, and the car got very, very loose toward the end of the run.
Falls in 18th in line. That's where he will be when we get the race restarted here in just a moment. Bob Tracy wearing the crew cam on Rusty Wallace's team. Here's how Rusty's pit stop went.
This is the gas man.
Oh yeah. Yep. There's the catch man again.
Make a chassis adjustment.
He even leaves the catch on the car.
The thing up to one round, throws the race back across, grabs the second can. As soon as the tire changer goes across.
Again, different eras.
See, this is almost like.
And yeah, that's a, and then right on the spot, 16.5, just like that. Again, it's crazy.
Wallace
just look, they're just
visor
driving,
down
no
and
problem. There's no Hans device
here.
either.
He's running second to
Look
Jeff
at that.
Gordon
Look
at
how
the moment.
open
It's
his neck
Mark
is.
Martin, Jeff Burton, and Ken Schrader running in the top 5. Here's Jerry.
Guys, keep an eye on pit road entrance up in turn 3. Jeff Gordon and some other drivers were having trouble seeing the flagman up there where he's positioned because you got to make a commitment coming down the backstretch to get into the pits. Because it was so much chatter with Ray Evernham and the other crew members talking about that pit stop, Jeff couldn't get an answer whether the pits were open or closed the first time by. He almost came down pit road, as did Rusty and everyone behind him, and the pits would have been closed.
Well, evidently they aren't looking
Kenny Irwin's
for that person very well because that person's almost in the middle of the racetrack.
And John Andretti already got his lap back, so he has a long way to go in the back of the field. I think it's like 25th.
Kenny Irwin, Ricky Craven, Ricky Rudd, Jeffrey Bodine, all those guys are a lap down and lined up to the inside.
Let's go back racing
on the lead lap, and there are now 20 cars on the lead lap or on the outside and get the green flag.
Boy, Jeff Gordon wanted to get down into turn 1 first, and he did. Got down on the inside. Kenny Irwin was hoping to get a lap back, but couldn't do it.
Still not able to get by Kenny Irwin.
Gordon's a monster, man.
Just pulling away.
On the outside.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, Kyle Bush, thank you for the 99 cents. I appreciate it. Super chats are off. So, I mean, there's no way to turn stickers off, though. So, really quick, just don't send me anymore, okay? I really appreciate it, though, but just a warning. Thanks, guys.
Also, Jeff Burton, Kenny Schrader. Now, finally, Rusty does get by. It's on the back bumper of Rusty Wallace, Miller Lite Ford.
Yeah, those top 4, man. It's the same top 4. Well, it's the same top 5 every time.
Of the last 13 races here at Martinsville. He has won 6 times.
Gordon.
Most recently,
those are the points right now.
1996. Jeff Gordon has jumped 3 positions in the point standings.
And Tony Stewart's gained 2 spots inside the top 10. Michael Waltrip's lost 5.
Up 3 positions. He's running 5th in the race.
John Andretti's gained 2. And Earnhardt. Oh, Earnhardt's in 17th. Oh, God.
He's
running
91 miles per hour. Rusty, Mark, all the rest of them are running. Oh, that time he's up to 92, but they've been running almost 93 miles per hour while Jeff Gordon was running in the high 90 miles per hour.
Gordon and Rusty, it's been really a cat and mouse game between those two most of the race.
Brett Bodine and Mike Skinner battle for the 9th position. Skinner bumping the
little chain reaction.
Hit from behind
no biggie.
By Kevin Page. In the TV Guide sponsored car.
Mike Skinner going to try to pass on the outside. Didn't work too well.
Nope.
You can even hear the background noise in the broadcast.
I'll tell you that Jeff Gordon now, that lap was faster than
I guarantee that noise probably somebody was just getting up, taking a stretch, and maybe sit back down again. I think they sit down. Well, they have to.
They had the air pressure a little bit too low in his car, and the first couple laps he has trouble getting up to speed. Good point.
Jeff Gordon has led 117.
All right, we're at the 200 lap mark.
Laps that we have run so far here at Martinsville. We'll be back with more in just a moment. ESPN's live coverage of the Goody's Body Paint 500 from Martinsville being brought to you by Ford Motor Company. Better ideas driven by you. By Brewery Fresh Budweiser, official beer of NASCAR. Hey, race fans, this Bud's for you. And by Pep Boys, cars like us, people love us. 207 laps are in the books here at Martinsville.
So many times
there are the
race.
top 4 running right
yeah,
there together.
I was just about to say, 40% complete so far. We are close to halfway.
And Jeff Burton.
Tell you what, Jeff Gordon is running a different line with these other cars. Watch me as he takes the DuPont car down in the corner, right on the bottom, but then he lets the car drift up. In the middle of the racetrack, we see Rusty Wallace keep his car right on that yellow line. And right now, Jeff Gordon is as fast as these other cars, so he's found something that seems to work for
like
him.
I said, it's the same 4 cars.
Not quite as high as he has been, but you see a few feet higher than Rusty Wallace in the corner. Now, that time Rusty is trying his line to see if it works for him.
The copter cam again.
Pennzoil copter cam following the top 4 cars for you around this half mile. Jerry has more on the Jack Roush effort.
Up update the adjustments on the pit stop. For Mark Martin initially, he was a little bit loose at the end of that run, so they made an air pressure adjustment on the left side and right rear tires.
Somebody just
send
it.
The car
just
up a little bit. Likewise, teammate Jeff Burton in the 99 car.
But yeah, those top four, man, they're in a class of their own.
As well as an air pressure adjustment in 3 of the 4 tires to tighten him up. And apparently is working for both drivers.
Both
much more pleased now than they were prior to the stop.
He's saving his stuff right now. He's saving his stuff for the very end. Because like the very beginning, he was up there passing, passing Gordon and Rusty, no problem. But no, he's just pacing himself. Oh, John Andretti up to P14 already. He's not playing around.
There's Jeff Burton that just went around Mark Martin, so give Burton the 3rd position.
These 2 cars, the 6 and 99, sure seem to be even because they've swapped that position.
Kenny Schrader, he's been quiet too, but he's been running 5th.
Back to 5th and 6th.
Literally the entire time, I think.
Bobby Labonte, the lap car of Ricky Rudd, is also running here. He's in 21st position.
Yeah, Labonte's
on board
been
with Bobby.
Chasing Kenny.
This is Circuit City on board camera.
Now, just before that caution, Kyle Petty had come up and passed both of these cars, but Kyle lost some positions on the pit stop.
Oh, he got that.
He's trying to catch him back
Petty,
again.
and still has the best car. One of the best cars so far.
You mentioned Kyle's
Andretti's coming though. He's coming back.
Talladega. The throttle hung open on it as he was coming in, and no injuries. And he says he's going to run the car next weekend at Talladega. There's the 40 car of Sterling Marlin, who is running in 8th position. And how about Brett Bodine? Good run for him.
Great, about 9th position right now.
Yeah, it was. It was Mercedes better runs. Because at that point, he wasn't
Mike
competing
Skinner
for
with the
wins,
Lotus Chevy.
But he would have the Spartans where he would just
And the
run
other Andy
super
Petrie car is also on the lead lap. That is Kenny Wallace, right behind in 31, and he is in the 11th
That Square
position.
D Chevy, those Square D schemes, man, they look super good. I'm like, oh my god, look at that car right now. It's the right amount of dark blue, yellow, and it's cool. Then when they switched to light blue, that was a lot better.
The 60, the 16, and the 1.
It wasn't really light blue, it was like a light darkish.
Battle for 24, 25, 26.
Currently P11, I'm trying to get inside the top 10. Over Skinner.
Bobby Hamilton, the Kodak Film Chevrolet, is currently back in 12th spot.
And you notice something. You notice something in this format. I like
John
this.
Andretti. John in the STP Pontiac.
He's coming.
And as Liv Jarrett pointed out, has been one of the fastest cars here.
But notice the format. You know, whenever there's no racing, they kind of just go through the field just because they're like that. How many times does someone like NBC or Fox, they just follow the leader or just the top 5 the entire time or almost the entire time? You gotta go back to this. And you have to go back to these camera angles. That's what made the sport great. It's what made watching the sport so great. Yeah, I know, Sloppy. Some of these schemes, oh my god. I'm not saying that, you know, some teams have to bring them back, but I mean, they gotta do some better work.
Yesterday in happy hour.
Ned, I'm impressed with that young man. The first time here to Martinsville, we're almost halfway still in the top.
We have Martinsville but 3 corners, just like
impressive run for Tony.
I don't know how that's happened. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody should make that. Jeff Gordon in traffic again. Elliott Sadler in the
another edition of Taste of the Race on board
the Wood Brothers car.
See, he's going on the straight, going
Taste of the Race as we check out the telemetry. Jimmy Dean's sausage.
On the brakes.
He's on that brake a lot, isn't he?
Yes, they are on that brake a lot.
But again, it's Gordon. You're not going to pass him. You might as well just give up.
You see him up to 8,900 RPMs because they got to run a lot of gear, got to turn the engine a lot of RPMs to try to help slow the car.
See, this is how big the sport was. Even Derek Cope was getting gigs.
There goes Rusty
like
around. Speed from down in the 60s up to
like
about 117.
How many times does a driver like Derek Cope, no disrespect, I mean, how many times does a driver get that much camera time? You know what I'm saying? Like,
not like John Force and them.
It's because he had sponsors that cared. They like put in so much money.
Cars as heavy as they are, it's a lot of
ESPN about doing their own segment. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how big the sport was. It was so super mainstream.
All those running up front, passing by Derek Cope, who's back in 38th position, now 3 laps down. The halfway point of the Goody's
Yep, we're close to it.
Stay with us for more. Jeff
Gordon.
is right.
He's just driving away. Still killing it. Oh, caution.
Caution is out here at Martinsville. An incident coming off corner number
Oh, Rusty.
4. Nothing real serious,
Rusty and
but it
Burton
has
got by
caused
him.
a caution and another round of pit stops.
Right now we have 19 cars on the lead lap. That's the
Wow, only 19.
we'll see in the pit road. John Kernan.
Kenny Wallace first among the lead lap cars.
Bro,
to
bro,
hit
watch.
pit road.
Andretti's
It'll
about
be
to
a
show out.
four-tire
He's about to
change.
show out.
They'll make no adjustments.
He'll probably be up there in the top. He's obviously going to be in the top 10. Andretti is. I would have to assume he would run up inside the top 5. Probably. That's probably what's going to happen. Whoa, Tony. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Tony was a pole. So he's just now getting to his pit stop. Yeah, there he is. Kyle! Yo! Kyle Petty's out front. Let's go. Whoa, look at that tire. He almost hit that tire. Damn. Talk about a jam.
The field to get by. Ever seen Brett Bodine coming off pit road?
Comes John Andretti. Tony Stewart has completed his work.
They just have the tire outside the box. Isn't that a penalty today? You can't do that now. Like Labonte and Stewart's crews, they just have their tires just sitting outside the box.
Here's what caused the caution.
See Dale Jarrett, the 88 car, going to the corner behind Jimmy Spencer. Spencer's going to be the car that spins, and I guess there's the reason why
poor Mr. Excitement.
And Spencer goes around. DJ is able to get by along with Chad.
Oh, damn.
We see Bill Elliott and
Bickle got up into Benson, and then Benson hit the brakes.
Contact with the wall, and
unfortunately, Elliott got the worst of it, I think.
Contact with Johnny Benson. This is the McDonald's onboard camera.
Yep. Brake. Ah! Yeah, just a little tap, just a little love tap.
So that's the reason for the 5th caution
he's had quite
of
the
the
day.
231 laps complete. Right now it is Kyle Petty being shown as the leader here at
Yeah. See, I knew that was a penalty. A controlled tire. Oh, wait, what?
Wait, what? We ran a few laps under green, but now we are under caution once again as Rick Mast spun down in turns 3 and 4.
Dude, ESPN in these days, they just like sneak up on you.
Of the afternoon.
You got right from commercial, and all of a sudden Bickle's just like swerving left and right. I'm like, whoa, what's happening?
Here's how it happened.
See the red car with no sponsor on the very bottom of the racetrack. He goes up and gets a little bump from Derek Cope in the Jimmy Dean sausage car, and around goes
Benny. This is roasted again. Benny Parsons straight up roasting them. Look at the car right here, the unsponsored red car. It's not really a roast. He was just trying to explain, but like, I don't know, it just sounded funny.
In the meantime, Kyle Petty
what
took
is
2
up with
tires
this,
last time, did lead 4
was
laps.
Was this a regular thing? Like they would just come back to green like after 2 laps
in November of 1997.
Of racing?
We'll take
like we didn't even see the spin live, and now they're going back to commercial again.
The drama continues to play out here at Martinsville. Robin Pemberton has been watching Rusty Wallace.
And
Ray Evernham has been wringing his hands watching
he's on the podcast.
Jeff Gordon.
Well, I mean, he's been on the
right
podcast
now, as we're just about set to go back to activity, the crew members completing their work. It is Rusty Wallace who has the lead of this race. Second is Jeff Burton, then Jeff Gordon, followed by Kyle Petty and Mark Martin.
That's all you have to do.
From Derek Copes on board, this is why we're under caution.
Going in turn 3, the Jimmy Dean on board. Oh, little contact there.
It's a little contact.
He goes through. It's hard to say how much damage there was on the right side of Derek Cope's cars as he drove by. We see Derek back and forth.
This will be a program that you'll want to watch, folks. Monday at 6 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN. A special presentation of Up Close.
Roy Firestone
sits down with Wayne Gretzky.
That's right.
One of, if not the greatest hockey player ever, who's playing his last game today.
I've seen a couple of his old episodes online.
Carrying his sport on his shoulders and where the sport will
Roy
go
Firestone was like
the
pinnacle of like
Monday night
journalism
on
for
ESPN.
ESPN.
A special presentation
he was amazing.
of Up Close.
Bill Elliott getting ready for a restart. Kenny Irwin.
All right, but we're about to go under green again. We're about to get back, going green flag racing
He's
again.
lined up right behind John
hopefully
Andretti.
we have a long run again.
15th and Tony Stewart 16th.
We keep seeing that brake rotor on.
It's got a trash bag stuck to it.
Kenny Irwin's car. You see, it's not red. It's just nice. It's cooled off. In about 2 laps, it'll be cherry.
All right, here we go.
Was that a hot dog wrapper?
Yeah.
Wallace immediately goes to the inside.
The competition.
I should have thrown that wrapper out a little bit ago, should I?
That's for sure. Watch your hot dog grab your chicken bones for now.
Rusty Wallace, Jeff Burton, both able to dispose of Steve Park. Pennzoil car, a lap car. Steve is 20th spot, 1 lap down.
Rusty added a short track win at Bristol last weekend, but failed to win a short track race for the first time in 7 years last year. Now Jeff Gordon also moving to the inside of Steve Park.
So he had a 7-year streak of winning on short tracks. That's, like I said, he's in the Hall of Fame. He's underrated.
Losing the 4th position. Burt's pretty racy right now, Ned.
Yes, he is. He's coming up there to challenge Rusty.
Like I said, Burton, he's been waiting this whole time for this moment. We're almost halfway.
Jeff has led the most laps in 3 races so far in 1999, but he has only led 31 here this afternoon. Rusty has led 48, coming up on 49, and so far Jeff Gordon has led the most, 144.
Man, look, you're trying to get alongside Rusty Wallace.
Now, that's another underrated.
Can't do it.
A lot of Virginia fans, of course, cheering for Jeff Burton here this afternoon.
And he is right on the back bumper.
Did you say Jeff Burton had led a lap?
Rich Mickelson was lap 10. That's Andretti's up to 15.
You know what, Jeff Burton is
not quite up inside the top 10
yet. The
yet.
exhaust pipe on the right side of his car. You think that he and Mark Martin car would be exactly the same? The exhaust pipe comes out to the left side of Mark Martin's car. Now, I don't understand what the difference is. If there is a difference.
Well, it is interesting since they come out at the same shot.
Exactly. About one to be on the right side and one on the left side.
Coming up on the halfway mark, this completes lap 249. Next time around, lost flags will indicate halfway, 250 laps, and 10 grand for the leader.
That's why Jeff Burton's working so hard.
Damn, he's really trying to. Okay, I didn't know that. So you got money for leading the halfway lap. Okay, there was 10 grand.
Lost ground rather than gained it, though.
Yeah, he's not going to get the 10 grand. Rusty's going to get it. If he's eligible, I assume he is.
There's the halfway point. Here's our race recap. Rusty Wallace out ahead in 52 of the first 249 laps. We've had 13 lead changes, 6 cautions for 37 laps, and the average speed a little over 74.5 miles an hour.
Really quick,
here are the drivers who have led at least 1 lap. Kyle Petty led 4 there by taking 2 tires, and then also under caution early in the race, Ricky Craven led 1 lap.
Just let me know.
And as far as cars out of the race or even off the track, 0. Everybody's still running.
Damn, we have 0 cars in the garage. That's crazy. Especially for Martinsville.
We saw it earlier. Didn't work for a couple of drivers, even though Kyle had run about 20 laps less on his left side than Jeffrey Bodine and Dale Jarrett had earlier, but still looks like it's got a good track position, but costing him speed on the racetrack. Did get to 5 bonus points.
Call 1-800-CLASSIC, y'all.
He raced that long streak of not leading a race dating back to 1997. Well, Brett Bodine and Bobby Hamilton are still racing together out there for the
right now. We got some.
Again. Spun out again.
He's got to sit there while the entire
no caution.
Goes by.
No caution yet.
He's going backwards, literally.
The leaders.
Now caution is out.
What? Oh, now you finally throw the caution.
Going to turn right down in front of the leader.
Now you throw it.
Spun the car around to the outside wall.
Just keep in mind, this happened 3 different times. Just FYI, within the first 100 laps, no caution.
Back at about the 23rd
he's on the high side,
down, but now
and I guess that technically he's out the leader's way. Like,
no,
so the caution this time. What the? Come on. Even NASCAR was inconsistent back in the day. My God.
On the outside of someone.
That's just so dangerous.
And here we see the whole field go by.
Like, just call a caution. If they're going backwards, just call it.
It's like it was Jeffrey Bodine he was running beside.
Bodine,
yep. They make contact.
Racing deal.
And around Ward goes. Robert Presley does a good job.
Yeah, Chad, you feel
turning
me?
left
You
and
feel my pain?
getting back.
Happened 3 times in the first 100 laps, and even Andretti didn't even
Ward
get a
Burton
caution.
had been there, Jeffrey
and all of a sudden,
probably have spun out.
Burton just goes in the back, way outside of the racing group.
Out here at Martinsville Speedway as Rusty
weird.
Wallace, Jeff Burton, and Jeff Gordon continue to hold down the first 3 positions. Back in a moment.
New York!
New York!
Over on the hill behind the backstretch is a salute to ESPN. What's that say there on the bottom? I can't read that.
It says, hey, BP.
Oh, is that what that says?
Hey,
oh, okay.
BP. That's
I'd like to slip in that tent last
yeah,
night.
ESPN was a little low.
Been a little chilly, I think.
Yes, it would have.
Part of the 80,000 plus fans that have gathered here at Martinsville today, taking a break to go back to the concession stand here during this caution. Better get up to your seats, folks, because we're going green here before too much longer. 259 laps are in the books.
Well, there were 3 cars on the lead lap that made a pit stop here, Bob. They were Terry Labonte, Chad Little, and Dale Jarrett. Now, it's been about 26 or 27 laps since they made the last pit stop. John Kernan?
Dale Jarrett came in, took on 4 tires. They made a
I think
track
that's the
bar
7
adjustment.
car.
Just a little bit too tight,
so
so
far
they made a
this
track
race.
bar adjustment to
That's the 7.
loosen it up a little bit.
But yeah, I know, Dragon.
Guys at the
Views
back
like
of
that.
the,
I mean, that was cool.
Lead lap. It's a 10th season on ESPN. It's Sunday Night Baseball. It travels to Anaheim, California, where the Seattle Mariners will take on the Anaheim Angels. Ken Griffey Jr. hit his 3rd home run of the season to lead Seattle to victory last night, while Anaheim looks to revenge. Sunday Night Baseball, 8 o'clock tonight, only on ESPN. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, go.com.
All right, here we go. We're about to go.
Here we go.
Get back green flag racing again. All right, here we go. Green flag.
Trevor Marlin's worked his way up to the 6th position. The Coors Light, the Chevrolet. Right behind Kenny Slater there, number 40.
All cars still running. The last time all cars were running at the end of a race was at North Wilkesboro in September of 1996. 37 cars were in that field.
Short track fact.
Jeff Gordon looks to the inside of Steve Park, who has got himself.
Damn, so they were at, every car was on the track at Bristol. That's crazy. All 43.
Changes. Gordon passes him going into turn 3, or tries to.
And once again, Jeff Burton closes in right on the
He's there. He's coming.
Rusty Wallace.
Now maybe on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the outside work here, but not quite yet.
Here's a Lowe's field summary. The points battle going on in the Manufacturers Championship. Ford on top right now by 10.
But yeah, I know, Joseph. Right now you got 43 cars turning 16-second laps. Every single one of them.
We got 3 Fords in the top 10, and there are 4 Chevys in the top 10 and 5 in the top 11.
3 Pontiacs in the top 10.
So pretty equally divided.
Andretti's still,
Rich Micklin,
he's in the top 15. It's not quite race-winning speed yet. I mean, it's nowhere near close to that. So I'm just
Trying to
wondering
match
if
that
he's
great
finding his
run
time.
he had here last September.
Very emotional run for
Oh, look at the rookie
Rich
points.
Micklin,
Stuart
which
Sadler. Oh,
finished
that's
in
right.
4th.
Sadler was in the same rookie class as Tony. That's what gets forgotten. That's right.
And you mentioned earlier that Bill Engel is the crew chief on that
I think
car
they're the
now.
only.
Of course, Bill Engel was
Are they
crew
the
chief
only
on
2
Ricky
rookies in the
Rudd's car
field?
when Ricky
I think
won
they
that
are.
race here last year. So pretty good combination there.
Right now, I'm
Burton,
seeing
I think he's
faster
gonna go for the
speeds
lead
on
now.
the computer than I've seen all day on the.
Oh, whoa! What in the? Oh, there goes Irwin. He's on the wall.
We got Tony Stewart.
He's on the backstretch wall.
Waltrip, Jimmy Spencer, all involved in
He's
this
trying,
incident
bro.
on
He's
the
trying to go.
backstretch.
He's trying to get off of it. Just hit the accelerator. Come on, you can do it.
For him. He might not be hurt too bad. I think he's
I've
gonna be able
never
to stay in
seen
the lead
that.
lap, but Kenny Wallace won't. Kenny
I have
Irwin won't
never
be able
seen
to
that
because he can't go anywhere.
Tony Stewart is
Can he
also
get off
gonna
the
stay
wall?
in the lead
I guess
lap.
he
was
can.
able
Damn.
to get his car
So
headed
I've
in the right
never seen
direction
that
before
before.
the field came around.
Have y'all checked?
But
I've
here
never
is
seen
what
that.
happened.
There, see, Spencer goes up and
Oh,
tags
yeah,
the
Spencer
28
just like,
car
and then he just
of
drives
Kenny
through
Irwin.
him. He just
He
keeps
gets
driving
tagged
through him,
behind by
and then
Jeffrey
Spencer gets driven
Bodine,
through, and then Bickle gets
and
turned
Rich
by
Bickle
Skinner
really had
finally.
no place to go.
He might have got
And then
tapped by
Irwin
Mike
tried to
Skinner.
stay on the
He had
inside,
him
but
down.
then he just happened to ride up the pit lane wall.
Now from the Haviland onboard
Oh,
camera
yeah,
with
it's gonna be fun.
Kenny Irwin.
This will be a while, right?
Boom, right there.
He's like, okay, I'll just stay at the bottom. He's like, what the? He's on the wall.
And up on the wall.
Man, how did I get up here?
I know.
The Home Depot onboard camera. That's one car.
I know he's in the shack.
Just a moment ago, he follows John Andretti off the corner.
Oh my God! He freaking pancaked Andretti and got most of the damage.
Another car.
Damn, that could have killed Andretti's day right there.
There's see Spencer right here.
Got up on the curb, and when he came back on the track, he got a little loose.
And we did see the 31 hit the 45 car.
That car get up on the wall there.
So yeah, that's not good.
That's a relatively low wall.
Did they get him off the wall? Oh, they're still working on it.
So it's going to be a while.
Oh, they're probably just going to pull it in. They're just going to bring it in.
Stretch wall. Meanwhile, we'll take a break and be back with more in just a moment.
That's something you don't see every day. Oh, that sucks. He has to leave the race probably.
ESPN's coverage of NASCAR Winston Cup racing in 1999 continues here at Martinsville Speedway in Virginia with the Goody's Body Pain 500.
Man, still under caution
once again. 272
but yeah, that's
laps
just
are completed.
That's just another chain
Tony
reaction
Stewart was involved
deal.
in the most recent incident. And what do you do when you have hood damage?
Take it away.
Hey, I love it. Yo, that's cool. They just took it off. I love it.
By the way, the
old
28
school.
car, which
Yes,
was up on the
90s
wall, well, it's down off the
NASCAR. Just
wall
take the whole
and
damn
still
hood off.
in
Don't
the
even
race.
try to
Now
repair it.
the
Like, yo, just take the
18
whole
car
thing
came
off.
in and they raised the
That's
hood of the car,
amazing.
Doc. What's going on?
Well, Bob, the problem was they got some debris underneath the car, some rubber, and it took these belts off. This is the alternator belt here, and what happened was it ripped it, frayed it came off. It also took the power steering belt off, and it got some debris beneath the oil pump belt. They came in, raised the hood, they put a new oil pump belt on, and they put, but they did not have a power steering belt beneath the hood of the car. They're going to come back in and try to get Bobby Labonte back on pit road. You obviously hear with these tight turns would need power steering.
Damn,
we are just over the 270 lap mark, so almost 227 laps to go. A long afternoon. He comes back in, the interstate battery will go back over, clean the windshield, and now they will change tires. It could have been worse if they had gotten the oil pump belt completely off. They could have locked the engine up with no oil pressure. He's down at the right side
Simple,
tire
but it's
and
so
away.
good. Yeah,
So an effort for both of the Joe Gibbs cars to stay in contention here this afternoon and stay in contention for the championship. We'll be back with more live coverage in just a moment of the Goody's Body
so many
500. NASCAR Winston Cup racing today from Martinsville Speedway in Virginia. You can keep up to date on everything that's happening in all divisions of NASCAR. If you log on to www.nascar.com, NASCAR's official website, you get real-time information on what's happening during the race. And when there's no racing going on, you get the latest news and statistics.
You know what it is now.
NASCAR Online.
All right,
here we go. Back to green.
Hey, Kyle, get ready.
Rusty Walsh's worst nightmare. On the inside is Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, green flag. Oh no. Oh no. Dale Sr. is the first car lap. Oh, here we go. Yep, reap the field.
Into turn one first, gets down on the inside. And Earnhardt goes to the corner very, very wide, as does the
of course he does.
car, Bobby Hamilton, and Hamilton's left front tire is flat. It is flat. Oh, what a tough break for him.
He was running in 11th position.
Now, did he just ruin Bobby Hamilton's day now?
Flag pit stop, 35 miles
or was Hamilton in the back, or was that Senior's fault?
Last year's race
I don't mean to knock on him, but if you're running like that way and you're a lap down, oh my God.
Has to come down at 35 miles an hour while everybody on the racetrack is running at about 90.
Okay, I was about to say.
Here they come.
So he goes a lap down.
Dude, look at Senior, dude. Look how
he's stretched out his advantage.
He's holding up the field so much.
Cleared Earnhardt yet, maybe has now. Just did.
Like why? It's not even necessary.
He did earlier in the race.
Because back in these days, he didn't have the lucky dog. You had to get the lap back. So it's like if the leader passes you, then that's it. There's no reason for it.
Jeff Gordon is running in third place. You see Dale Earnhardt is certainly not going to give him all the grief that he gave him the first time, because the first time we saw this battle, Jeff Gordon was the leader. And right now the leader, the first 2 cars are by.
And look, he's even trying to get cleared, but it's like, dude, my dude, you're not racing for position. Just pull over. Let him go by.
Bobby Hamilton lost 2 laps on that pit stop. Of course, he only changed 2
Yeah,
tires.
and people get at Newman for driving hard. Where do you think Newman got it from? I mean, Earnhardt was his idol.
Gordon trying to clear Earnhardt. Meanwhile, Sterling Marlin is having a very good race.
Up into 5th place. Been able to get by Kenny Schrader.
Oh, Marlin's up in the top 5 now. Good for him. He's been flirting with the top 10 pretty much all day. Kyle Petty, he's still in 6th. He's still up there.
Kyle Petty, who's running back in 7th, and right behind him is another guy having a terrific race, Kenny Wallace.
Hey, there you go. So Kenny Wallace is right now in the top 10.
Chevy is running in 8th position.
Andretti's up to 12th. That's the highest I've seen him all day.
He's right
He's
behind
up to
him.
12 now.
However,
He's moving a
Bill
group.
is
He's making
3
it
laps
happen.
down, running back in 34th.
And then poor Bill Elliott, just 34th.
Elliott's one that had a flat tire as well, didn't he?
That was early on, and he lost 2 laps and then lost another lap on the racetrack later.
Brett Bodine is still on the lead lap in 9th position.
Brett having a great day.
So basically the top 10, they low-key just stayed the same all day. There hasn't really been a lot of back and forth through the top 10. They just kind of been holding their positions, getting the most out of their days, their cars, and things like that. But I mean, right now Andretti's
See some of the guys that
he's gonna shock the world then,
we saw
at this
run
point.
up front, like Kyle Petty and
Because he hasn't even been
Kenny
talked
Schrader
about.
and Kenny Wallace and Brett Bodine running very well this afternoon.
It is, and DW's still on the lead lap too.
That's right.
He's running in what,
But
11th
meanwhile,
position?
Yeah, he lost a lap
Martin
early in the
continued
race,
out.
but then
They
got it back
continued
during
to
a
get out.
crash and has been able to
Rusty
stay on
and
the lead
Burton.
lap ever since.
They're gone again.
And right now, Mark trying to get on the inside of Jeff Gordon. Oh, took a look off turn 4. Not quite able to do it once again down in the
And
corner.
Martin, I mean, he's gonna
Jeff
race
Gordon gives
clean.
him room.
He's not gonna bump you. He's gonna try and pass you
Battle
clean.
for 3rd.
But he's gonna do it at the what's necessary, But right now he's back up there. Yeah, this has been a good race. I'm glad I watched this race. I'm glad I chose to watch this race with you guys. It's been a good one.
Flame that we see out of the back of Jeff Burton's car, only this time on the other side.
I just want to make sure how's the audio and
See more of
stuff.
that
Everything's still
flame on this
good.
racetrack
Like
than
mic
the others.
audio's good, race audio is solid. Just want to make sure. Just let me know in the chat.
All gas running in there. They aren't able to burn it for a little bit.
Mark Martin was the short track champion in 1999. When you consider points earned. 98, should say, yeah. We talked about Jeffrey Bodine having his 50th birthday today. Jack Roush had his 57th
He hasn't had a good
birthday
day.
yesterday.
He hasn't had a good day.
Sterling Marlin closed in on the back bumper of Jeff Gordon. That time by Sterling Marlin's a little bit quicker than Jeff Gordon, about 0.2 miles per hour.
He's gaining on the 24 and the 6th, though. I told you. They used up their stuff, man.
In second spot was
They used
a
it
little
up
bit
early
faster
on.
than the leader, Rusty Wallace. Just a little, but a little faster.
Has been as low as 18th in this race, currently at his top performance 5th, about 3.3 seconds behind the leader.
I think there's still only 19 cars on the lead lap. I even forgot who's leading. I think Wallace is leading. They just haven't shown him in a while.
They'll have to make at least one more
And it's
pit
cloudy
stop.
again. He keeps getting, it's like sunny for like some clouds.
Trying to check out.
It's been cloudy most of the race.
Points as of now, Mark Martin up a spot, so is Jeff Gordon. Bobby Labonte down 2.
Biggest mover in the top 10. Mike Skinner
Rusty
right now
Wallace, the leader of the race.
Bobby Labonte currently is 17th.
Chad
as a
Little's
result
flirting
of
with
those
the
pit
top 10.
stops
Not
under the
bad.
caution.
Been right there. Martin's gained some stuff. And Andretti still has gained his 2 spots, still maintaining that front. Meanwhile, Kenny
Talked about him just a few moments ago. Let's show you him.
As by DW.
Oh, DW.
Here, all the cars are going by.
Where's he at?
See Bobby Labonte.
There he is.
Rusty Wallace,
no,
Jeff
he's
Burton.
not there. I saw a white car. I thought that was
Schrader, he's back in 6th spot. Kyle Petty goes by, and right behind him Kenny Wallace. And there comes DW right in front of John
There we
Andretti.
go. Now you found it. And there's Andretti. You're talking about Andretti now. Thank you.
About that. Good run for Darrell.
And we saw how good John Andretti, the STP Pontiac, was earlier. Darrell Waltrip, the Big K Ford, has
Yeah, right now,
John
Andretti, he's lurking.
John has not been able to make a move on him.
Darrell Waltrip has more victories here at Martinsville than any other driver. He has 11 wins in 48 starts, leading the category. He also leads in several other categories.
Top 5 percentage rate of 56% at Martinsville.
He has the best top 5 finishing percentage and has led 32 of the 48 races that he has participated in.
Yeah, I might watch that Bristol
live
race. I mean,
coverage
it's on there. I'm waiting on
Saturday from Talladega.
Jeff Gordon has now moved back into third position, but able to get by
Okay, now
Mark
Gordon's
Martin.
pulling
And
away.
Sterling Marlin is right on the back bumper of Mark Martin.
This is really the first
Mention how we'll have a live IROC race next Saturday at the conclusion of the telecast here this afternoon. Stay tuned to ESPN. We'll show you the first race of IROC 23 from Daytona International Speedway. It was the first combat between
IROC
Dale Earnhardt
races
and
tape
Dale
delayed
Earnhardt
back in the day?
Jr. on American racing soil.
Were they tape delayed? I'm assuming they were. It was freaking like
300 laps completed now, 200 to go as Rusty Wallace is looking for his second consecutive victory here in 1999.
We are already 300 of 500 laps in, and they've just
Marlin
flown
are
by.
the
I
top
appreciate
5.
you guys still tuning in, but man, it's been a hell of a race. What's up with the audio? Oh, there we go.
That second spot, he's only about a second
I was like, I knew it was with the race.
Rusty Wallace.
And cutting it down each lap as Rusty has gotten in some very heavy traffic again.
At Martinsville Speedway in Virginia, it's the Goody's Body Paint 500. Rusty Wallace leads. Jeff Gordon has taken second from Jeff Burton
he's in second, but he's about to go up to
Rusty Wallace is, it appears, closing in on the leader. On lap 302, he was 2.4 seconds behind. And on lap 306,
like I said earlier, Gordon's just a monster.
Rusty got in heavy traffic. Of course, Gordon now is in that same traffic, so Rusty might be able to pull away and open that up again.
There you see Kenny Irwin is still in the race. His car got
Irwin's back in the race. Good for him. Good for him.
Incidents. However, the car wasn't damaged, and he's back in the race, although he is 7 laps down, running in 39th position.
Finally, Jeff Gordon clears himself of that lap traffic. Now he sets his sight on Rusty Wallace. He's got one second.
He's still got a long way to go, man. Right now, Mike Skinner is still maintaining his top 10 spot. Darrell Waltrip is in 11th. I didn't realize he was up that far. Right now, Andretti's still 13th. Only 18 cars on the lap. The last one being Tony Stewart with nobody.
Is right behind him. That's Kenny Wallace. He passed Kyle a couple of laps ago. Now Kenny Wallace is
having
7th.
a career day at Martinsville. Right now, running P7.
Showing the battle scars, but hey,
that's what you expect here.
He was pretty underrated in that ride. He had a few good solid runs there.
His only career.
Oh, never mind. Oh no, I was saying a career day. No, never mind.
1994.
He's only cut top 5 coming at Martinsville. A couple years prior.
Remember Kenny Wallace sit on the pole here at Martinsville? Well, I'm told that Darrell Waltrip, that 66 car that he's driving today, is that very car that Kenny Wallace used to sit on the pole.
That's interesting.
Caution is out. We got a car up against the wall in turn 4. 98.
98, Rich
Yes.
Bickle. Look at the
Besides
fans.
that, there's
They're
a
just
big
coming
piece of
right there.
debris on
It's
the
like,
racetrack.
yo, what's
So
up?
Rick Mast.
Ooh, look at the damage to the left
That's
front of that.
like the third incident he's been involved in.
Not
So that'll
good.
bring out the caution. Oh, look at the front. Oh, no.
We're caught up in several encounters.
Yeah, that's
on the
not
racetrack.
good. We might have to take it to the back and fix that. Still a solid effort.
This is our
by
9th caution
with
of
the
the
98
afternoon.
being an unsponsored entry. I believe that,
And I would guess
if
these
I'm not
guys will make a
mistaken,
pit stop.
wasn't the 98, was that Carol Yarborough's team or no?
They're going to have to go 185 or
Or
so
was he
laps
a different number
from
of
here on.
That is Carol
They
Yarborough's
could go that
team,
far
right?
on gas. I doubt it,
They're
though.
just unsponsored?
See if we can determine what happened to Rick
Yeah,
Mast from our
That's
speed
what I
shop
thought. That's what I
located
thought.
underneath the starter stand.
Yeah, just got turned.
Let's check out Bobby Labonte's onboard camera. We see Chad Little, the
And
John
gets in the
Deere.
back a little. The
Car
John
right
Deere
side
scheme.
brake.
Shout out to the
Chad
meme.
gets sideways
Oh,
when he corrects it.
damn.
He goes up
Just an innocent
and nails
bystander.
Rick Mast in
Yeah,
the
he's a
left rear
victim
quarter.
of that. That's Martinsville for you, though.
And Mast car is just sitting there while those on the lead lap do come in.
All right, so we have 18 cars on the lead lap.
Rusty leads him down at 35 miles an hour.
Nobody's, no, he's not getting his lap back.
Four tire change. Once again, no adjustments. They're very happy with the way the car's running. In fact, about 10 laps ago, Kenny radioed in and says, hey guys, the car just seemed like it picked up a lot of speed. Now to Bill Weber. We expected to be just 4 tires and fuel for Rusty Wallace. He likes the way his car's handling. Just
all right, let me see if I can guess the stop. If the stopwatch comes on, let's see if I can guess the stop again.
Flag laps on these tires. They cannot make it to the finish.
Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't know if
getting his windshield clean and 4 tires.
I'm assuming the stops are pretty fucking slow.
To the right rear of the car number 99 trying to tighten it. It's a slide right in front of him. The car number 6 is
Oh yeah, Gordon totally. Yeah, he got really bad.
It'll be 6 and 99. Those are the 2 Roush cars exiting in turn 2.
Look, the tires just outside the box. Penalty. There's the flag. Penalty.
Here comes John and.
Oh, today's Kel's birthday. That's crazy.
Marlin got killed on that pit stop. He came in 5th spot, or I think 5th spot.
And it's still all right. Now it's starting to get sunny. But yeah.
Some congestion also as the 2 and the 24 came off the pits.
Oh, there they go.
Classic pit stops. What classic? Just almost even. They came in even. They go out even. And Rusty just
whoa!
I'm going on the outside. And
he barely beat
for
him
him,
right
Jeff
there.
Gordon
That's
gave him
called
the
working
room
on
to
the
get
edge
by.
on pit lane. All right, so
well, the disabled car of Rick Mast is now being towed back into the infield area.
Anyways, it's getting good. It's starting to get sunny now too, so the track might change up.
Completed.
We still got some time to go. It's been a good race, though. Hey, up to this point, chat, what is the race been?
Body Pain 500 being brought to you by Lawn Boy, making mowing easier. By the Wide Track Grand Prix by Pontiac, wider is better. And by Energizer Advanced Formula, no battery lasts longer. Under caution here at Martinsville because of an incident down in turn 4 involving Rick Mast.
9.
Now, Benny talked earlier about how pit work is an orchestrated
it's been
ballet.
really good. It's been such a good Martinsville race, man.
Check
oh,
the hood on that 28 car.
Talk about
with a jack in his hand.
Now, that was good hops. That was good hops there. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, it's just been a bad day for Kenny Herman. He's on the wall. He's almost running over his crew guy.
Out of the pits, we showed you the tight squeeze that Rusty Wallace and Jeff Gordon had.
Tight squeeze.
Just ahead of him, however, is the 40 car.
Oh, look at the 40.
And they lost a lot of positions in the pits, Bill.
And you can see them scrambling just in that freeze frame there, Bob, on the right front. The front air gun broke on the 40 team's tire change, so they had to continue to change with the one air gun and then send Sterling back out, and that's why they lost all that time in the pits.
And it dropped him back to 15th position.
Oh yeah, races in 8, drivers are 10. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Because like everyone's racing, and yeah, sure, there's been some wrecks and incidents, but like nothing too stupid.
Everybody there in the top 4 were okay, but Marlin from 5th, losing 10 positions back to 15th.
Yeah, right now.
Well, while we were under caution, the 18 car of Bobby Labonte led 4 laps, make that 5 laps, so he gets 5 bonus points.
Almost
back with
more. 100 laps to go. Damn, this race keeps going by quick. And they snuck up on us again. Okay, and now it's under green.
For 9 laps. Rusty Wallace continues to hang on to the lead.
Why did they do that? I don't get what's the point of that. You're just catching us off guard.
Rich Bickle running in 5th.
Rich Bickle's in the top 5. Let's get it, man.
Last year, and he's running 5th here this year.
He made an ultra great pit stop. Maybe he just took on 2
tires.
tires.
Was the Martinsville race in the Cup?
That is the case.
Like in '98? Was that when Bickle finished 4th? Help me out, Chad. Was that the race? Because I remember seeing a clip like Underdogs or like NASCAR National Channel.
You mentioned Bobby Labonte how he led laps to get
he like took a sport, but I never knew the
then
track.
He made a pit stop and lost a lap, so he's back
Nick
in 25th. But probably pretty good strategy on his part to get some points.
Yeah, he thought he was going to lose a lap
October
anyway.
98. Okay, thank you,
no power
sir.
steering, and they decided he was going to have to lose a lap to
yeah, right now, Richard. Dude, look at that top 5. It's so odd. The usual suspects, and then Rich Bickle. You know what I mean?
Try to get the maximum they can.
Rusty Wallace from September of 92 to April of 96 had 8 straight finishes of 3rd or better here. You saw just a second ago that he has 6 victories at this racetrack.
Like a rock. I think at that point he just gave
here
up
today.
like, okay,
we have seen throughout this
race
about 4 cars, the cars that are running up front right now, pretty equally matched.
They have been the class of the field. No doubt about it. Right now, it looks like Jeff Gordon's car has adjusted. Looks like every time those guys have got it the way Jeff wants, because he's now running that same line.
I mean, just look at that. It's like they're on their own little world, too. They've just been so even. It's like those 4 will break away, and then where's 5th? I think he's just
seems like this story has been played out many times before. Here's a Hardee's field summary. Wallace again the best of the Fords. 4 Fords in the top 10. And we have 4 Chevys in the top 10.
There's 2 Pontiacs.
Oh, Terry Labonte's finally inside the top 10 for the first time all day. I'm shocked. I haven't seen him up there. Only 6 laps led today by Pontiac. Just FYI.
Ricky Craven got knocked around a little bit out there the last lap. He's back in
That's a pretty underrated
position,
like
3 laps down.
That was about a triple ricochet when he got knocked out there, because about 2 other cars bounced off each other to get to Ricky Craven and knocked him outside in the outer groove.
Craven has led a lap here. He led 1 circuit under caution.
Here's a good battle between Kyle Petty and
they've
Mike
kind of
Skinner.
held their own.
Skinner
in the top
has
10
the 8th
all
position.
day.
Kyle wants it.
I think they're just trying to just get a good finish. Because remember, in this era, no stage points, no stage breaks, none of that. So
Kyle Petty
where
gets
you
on the
finish,
inside, gets
what
up
you
for
got.
third
Didn't matter
line.
if you were running
knows, I mean, Skinner will have to give him room to run down there.
If you finish 35th, you're getting 35th place points on top of the bonus points you get from me. There's only 5 points. That's it. And then also 10.
Out there.
Right now, Kyle Petty's going to
Chris
the bottom, coming out of
Kyle Petty.
Outside.
And he's going to clear him
Clear high.
at the start finish.
Kyle's best finish here was 2nd. This race back in 1991.
He was a terror on the flat tracks back in the early 90s. At Rockingham, he ran so well down there, and here and wherever the flat tracks were, he was tough.
Dale Jarrett coming on the outside trying to take a spot away from Skinner.
That would be for 10th.
50, leader 35.
For 9th.
Yep. Mike Skinner needs to get back on track here. Boy, started off the season in good shape with 2 fourths and 2 6th place finishes.
Straight up
and then since then it's been kind of downhill with a 32nd, a 42nd, and a 21st. But Mike is back in the top 10 here this afternoon.
Good lap, 36, leader of 40.
They come off that corner high, don't they?
Got to use all the racetrack to get the maximum speed out of these cars. Once you come off, going right up, get that outside.
Yeah, there's the copter cam. I was waiting for the copter cam. Let's go.
Pennzoil copter cam following this battle for 9th position.
See, Kyle Petty has driven away from them since he got around to Skinner.
Oh, yeah. Petty's gone. They're just left to fight it out.
Kenny Wallace closing in on Rich Bickle for the 5th position.
For 5th. 200 dollars.
Been able to get by his teammate Kenny Schrader, move up to that 6th spot, and now, as you said, close in on Bickle for 5th.
Right now, Rich Bickle is the highest running Pontiac of all, I think. Just let that sink in. On board with
See Johnny Benson Cheerios car.
Yeah, he's got some smoke. Looks like a tire rub.
Oh, no.
I believe so. Yeah, it's just happening in the corner, so I think it is a tire rub, but you don't want a whole lot of that here at this racetrack, or any racetrack for that matter. Going to cut that tire down.
And there again, the flames come out the exhaust.
Yeah, that car's going to cut down eventually.
Cars that flame out the exhaust pipe.
Yeah, Yeah, that 26 ride, that was a disaster. In 99.
Rusty Wallace with the lead, but it's only just a couple of car lengths. And once again, Rusty coming up on some heavy traffic here. Approaching the 350 lap mark.
350 laps, guys, and still 204 people watching. Appreciate you guys
now,
still
Rusty
staying
Wallace
here
has
and watching the race with me, man.
More
of these will come.
Than Jeff Gordon. Rusty just led his 145th lap.
It'll be sometime next
Jeff Gordon has led 144. The battle for the 9th position continues between Skinner and Jarrett. But right now, Mike Skinner has that spot. The top 10, Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon,
yeah, the usual suspects, Rusty Wallace,
Jeff Burton, Rich Bickle, the second 5, Kenny Wallace, Kenny Schrader, Kyle Petty, Mike Skinner.
And the biggest mover, Kenny Wallace, started 34th, too. That's crazy.
City.
The NASCAR Winston Cup Marathon we call the Goody's Body Pain 500 here in Martinsville. 353
See, Bob Nickens always had the
Rusty
smooth
Wallace
intros,
with
too.
a
I
slight
like that.
advantage over Jeff Gordon. And speaking of marathon, it's 103rd running of the Boston Marathon at 11:55 Eastern Time tomorrow morning on ESPN2. The runners following a 26.5-mile point-to-point route. The Boston Marathon only on the Deuce tomorrow at 11:55. For more, log on to ESPN.com.
Rusty's
part of the Go Network. Go.com.
Gordon, like I said, Burton's been saving stuff. Gordon's been trying to save a little bit of this thing.
That's something. Humans race for 26 miles, and the horse does it for a mile and a half. They think they've
done another car doesn't have it. What car is that? Is it Jeff
for 26.5 miles without getting tired.
Tony Stewart already doesn't have his foot.
Let alone running.
As you see, Jeff Gordon is there, right on the back bumper of Rusty Wallace. He's been looking outside, been looking inside. Meanwhile, 2 cars.
I mean, it's coming down to it. It's coming down to the crunch time, the clutch moments of the race. And yeah, that is Jeffrey Gordon.
Gordon keeps the pressure on. They're about to come in on some heavy traffic.
143 laps to go once they hit the line. And still only 17 cars on the lead lap. Wally Dog back. Well, I was about to say Lucky Dog. He's just the first car lap down. They didn't have Lucky Dog back in yet.
We have a new player in this battle for 9th position.
And look who's coming. It's starting. It's starting now.
Right up in there. And Sterling Marlin is right there also. Remember,
John Andretti is approaching the top 10. This is where it begins.
With top 10 contenders. And some good racing here. Terry Labonte. I can't keep up with him.
Nah, he ain't gonna go for it.
Here we go.
Oh, he got it.
Gordon is on the inside.
Thought he was gonna wait.
There. The crowd comes on their feet, and Rusty gets that great run off the corner and remains in front.
Gordon's trying to hold him off. Or no, not my bad. Rusty's trying to hold Gordon off. Excuse me.
I think right now that Jeff Gordon is probably a little bit better than Rusty, but a little bit, you have to be a whole lot better to pass at this racetrack, not just a little bit.
Can't quite make the outside work yet. Because you have Musgrave up there.
Early in the race. Now he's 19 down in the 41st position.
Still making excellent progress on Rusty, but he's got to be a little patient. Got to be a little patient before he is able to take the lead here.
Back to the battle for 14th position between Brett Bodine, the 11 car, Darrell Waltrip, 66.
And Waltrip's had a solid day as well. I mean, I figured in this era he'd just always running like 20-something and like way in the back. But no,
last year in August at the Watkins Glen race was the last time the DW finished on the lead lap. He's looking really
wow. Yeah. He was way past his prime there. Damn. So he's having the run of his life up to this point in this stage of his career. Damn.
Bodine holds off the challenge for the moment.
And his last win came in 92, the 92 Southern 500. His last ever career win, so his days of winning up to this point were long gone. He was just trying to hang on. And, I mean, it's a good run for him right now. He's running right now P15. And Brett, he just fell outside the top 10. He's ran inside the top 10 most of the day.
90.764 is not too far off what the leader Rusty Wallace is running right now. He's
happy birthday, man. Happy 28th birthday.
You know, Brett Bodine is running that outside route. He has consciously moved up there, and it seems like it's working for him.
It does look like it's working for him. Getting his right wheels up there and some
Spencer right now working on
cement.
15th spot.
Get some better traction off the turn.
I could have sworn I saw somebody taking a selfie with their freaking Kodak camera. I swear to God. He was holding up his camera and he was doing this. So his selfies existed even back in 1999.
Check the speeds at the line.
But Gordon's going to look to the outside.
To the outside. Jeff Burton right now the fastest this lap.
Look at the nose of that car dip when he hit the brakes.
I know. Ride height. Bring it back. Bring back ride height so we can have moments like that.
Mark Martin second. Rich Bickle third fastest that last lap.
Bickle hanging up there in the top 5, even though he just took on 2 tires.
And Bickle's still in the top 5 too. That's crazy. Right now, Andretti's in
Mike Skinner takes honors this lap as the fastest.
Still working on Jarrett right now.
And Dale Jarrett was third quick that time around.
I don't know what the hell that sponsor is anyway. What does that say?
Picked up Skinner and
10, 10, 3, 4, 5. Is that what it says?
10 or so laps. Part of that maybe.
I mean, whatever it is, they're getting a major return on investment.
Rich Bickle. There's how far he's got to go to get to the lead.
Yeah, he's in 5th. Meanwhile, the other 2 are just in their own zip code.
But being pretty hotly contested by Jeff Gordon in the 24 car.
Well, Rick Mast is about to come back out, so we'll have all the cars on the racetrack again.
Now it makes it 43 cars on the racetrack.
43 of them. Still running.
Here's Jeff Gordon trying to drive up on the outside.
And right now, appreciate the guys on the East Coast watching this race. I know it's like 10 o'clock over there. But he's going to make the outside work.
Jeff is trying to use that.
Not quite. No, not quite. Can't make it work yet. Don't use up all your stuff just yet, though. Still got a long way to go.
Rusty is one driver that's getting good traction off that road groove.
And Rudd, the defending winner at this track, up to that point, is about to get lapped. I believe again.
Rusty led all but 75 laps en route to his victory at Bristol last weekend, and he has led 173 so far.
Yeah, Rusty and Gordon, definitely the class of the field. As well as some moments from Burton. But Burton, he's still gonna wait until the very end. And you can see him right now. He's lurking in the background just because those two, I mean, that rivalry is just causing them to drive hard. You know, they're just using up all their brakes and gas. So. And I don't know, they're not going to be, top of the line. They're not going to have that top speed towards the end there.
So they can make some decisions on how to choose their pit and exactly what's going to happen in today's race.
But I believe today might be the first. Have we had green flag pit stops yet?
In the last 21 short track races, Jeff Gordon would have to be
Gordon,
considered such.
Like I said, he was a monster, man, especially on the short track.
2/3, 2/4.
But have they done a green flag pit stop all day, Chad? I don't think so.
The king of the short track was Mark
Martin. Only been just
if you consider in the 1990s, the short track king is Rusty Wallace.
So yeah, basically the 2 best short track drivers up to this point in sport right now. But yeah, another commercial break. We are close to the 100 lap to go, Martin.
And Rich Bickle.
Yeah, just look at that. Top 10 still remains the same. Gordon trying on the outside. Oh, caution.
Has just
there
come
we go.
out here at Martinsville. Chad Little spun around in turn number 2, kept going,
Chad.
but it wasn't enough to bring out the caution flag. Also, while we were away, Jeff Gordon got the lead from Rusty Wallace. As a matter of fact, Rusty is back to 3rd as Jeff Burton was also able to get around. So now we're set up for another round of pit stops here.
Just all this stuff will just sneak up on you.
Next
like by the time commercial breaks over, oh yeah, he lost the lead. He fell all the way back to 4th or 5th or whatever. I'm like, what the?
It was going to be questionable before, but now no questionable what they can make it on fuel.
So that if you pit now, then I believe you'll be good to go.
About 41 miles an hour.
You'll be good to go the rest of the way if there's not another caution.
And here's what happened up in turn number 2, and it was not too far ahead of Jeff Gordon, the leader.
Sure wasn't, and all that smoke.
Yeah, all the leaders, they've had such good luck this race. They almost gotten taken out like what, 4 or 5 times so far.
From the Jimmy Dean Sausage onboard camera.
And of course, from that camera angle, let's see.
Just turns him. Just turns him. Hey, good wreck avoidance too. You turn him and you gotta avoid him.
John Kernan, they're headed toward you.
Am I putting the entry list out after this? Yes, I will be putting it out very soon. Right now I'm just working on some things, so either it might be out tonight or it might be out tomorrow. I'm just working on some things with it right now, so just be patient. Ryan's Racing. Appreciate you tuning in and asking.
Rusty was getting loose off the turn, one round of fight. Right sides are on the 24 and on the 2. They both come around to the left side. Remember how tight this was getting off a pit road early.
And let's see who's gonna get out first.
Garage teammates Jeff Burton, Mark Martin pitting in between turns.
All right, right now Gordon is he looks like he's gonna be the first car out. And Burton, he's getting there. There's Andretti. Andretti is the third car out of pit lane, out of pit road. Nice. So he's finally up there. That's good to see. There's no tires outside the box either. That's satisfying.
John Andretti made a great pit stop. Don't know if he just changed 2 or not, but he gained a lot of positions. He was back there in 11th position, and now he's 4th.
Yep, he comes out in 4th position.
Yeah, so Fish Productions, it's the entry list for a little NASCAR heat event I have taking place next Friday. We're going to officially announce it either this weekend or sometime next week. But it'll take place next Friday, though. So just be on the lookout for more details.
Restart as ESPN is back at Martinsville Speedway for the Goody's Body Pain 500.
I know.
Following
dude,
our race here this afternoon, you'll be able to see the first race of IROC 23 from
Why did they
Daytona
take the IROC race?
Speedway. Here comes the green flag as we go back to competition on lap 389.
Let's go. Green flag. As we're going green. Approaching 100 laps to go.
Jeff Gordon has struggled the first few laps on these restarts. We'll see this time if Mark Martin's able to put any pressure on him. Look at Jeff Burton trying to drive up on the outside of Mark Martin.
Right now the lap car is in the way.
And now he's going to do it on the inside. Mark let him go.
Burton takes second. John Andretti back in 4th spot. He was in 11th.
There he is.
The caution picked up some spots in the pit area, so he's now running in 4th, but getting a challenge from Rusty.
Wow. Andretti has not been in the top 5 all day long, and all of a sudden he's up here. That's amazing.
That time by, the computer says that Jeff Burton was 0.7 of a mile per hour faster than the leader, Jeff Gordon.
Finally breaking up that top 4 there.
That time by, a little bit faster with Jeff Burton. Not as much, but it's still a little faster than the leader.
Not quite faster than Rusty, but just about. He's there. He's still in the same. He's still in the same league.
Jeffs are the only drivers who have won more than one race this year. Both of them have won 2 races.
Oh yeah. Oh, spin.
Spin up here in turn 4 is Bobby Labonte.
Because the background guy said spin, spin. Oh, it's Labonte. Is there a caution? No caution. Or caution.
Leaders are coming around now. He gets it going.
What is with NASCAR not calling cautions today?
All good turns when he gets down to turn 1.
But yeah, to answer your question, Robbie loses.
Labonte going 2 laps down. Now back to
wow.
middle on the 43
How is that not? I don't know.
Andretti took just 2 right side tires for the 43. Just
oh, he only took 2
right side tires. He's right in front of Rusty Wallace. Rusty lost some positions on pit road because Bill Wilburn, who changes the front tires, literally could not see the mud guts on the right front because of all the brake dust.
How often does that happen? That's interesting.
Jeff Burton that time took a look on the outside of Jeff Gordon down in turn 1. This time he tries to get on the inside, ran into the curb. And John Andretti looks like he's going someplace pretty well in that STP Pontiac.
All right.
And once again,
coming down to 100 laps to go. Gordon, Burton, Martin, Andretti, Wallace, the top 5.
So he has now led 1,003 laps here at Martinsville.
Oh, give him the bumper just a little bit, just a tad there.
13th race.
And Jeff Burton, he's looking on the inside.
And he's there, but can he make the pass? He's there.
Jeff is able to take advantage of it.
Looks like he's going to. Jeff Burton going for the lead.
For the lead.
Gordon off awfully close to the outside retaining wall.
Jeff has led 31 laps earlier, but he's back in the lead for the second time this afternoon. By the way, during that most recent caution, Brett Bodine led 2 laps. Give him 5 bonus points.
That was random, but okay.
Gordon does not want to give it up, but finally put Jeff Burton in.
Yep, cleared him. I told you, he was saving his stuff. And now he's going to drive away.
South Boston, Virginia.
Copter cam.
70 or 80 miles here in Martinsville.
Pennzoil Copter Cam has the first 4 cars.
Meanwhile, in the back,
we have a battle going on here between the 55 and the 44.
Got Petty and Wallace
Marlin looking on, and that is
duking it out.
The 9th spot.
And they're right behind Mike Skinner.
Just imagine how Kyle Petty has to feel. You're in the top 10, you're even in the top 5 as high as 4th running there. And then all of a sudden, John Andretti just comes out of nowhere and just steals the show. Like, you were the best Richard Petty, like, you were the best Petty Enterprises car the entire day, most of the day, and then all of a sudden, within the final 120 laps, like, oh no, Andretti's like, he's coming
into the top 10.
I just think that's funny.
Stewart has had a bit of a struggle here, but he is
now Andretti's gained 5 spots in the points, all the way to 15. Yeah, we're getting in the late hours. It's only 7 o'clock here, though, but I know it's late for you guys.
Rick Mast, the big loser, losing 4 spots.
Kenny Wallace plus 4.
Yeah, as far as 20 far back
in the race.
Yeah.
I mean, even though Andretti's on those 2 tires, he's still staying up there.
But again, all cars are still running. All 43 still out there on the racetrack.
We have less than 100 laps to go.
And kind of dive into the bottom there. He's looking. He's looking.
Kyle's using all the racetrack, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Hey, it's Rocky269. What's up, man? Dude, again, I was promoting the channel. Again, thank you so much. Everyone in the chat, thank Rocky2689 for uploading this race. We really appreciate it. It's been a really entertaining one. The quality's pretty good. Told him to sub to your channel, man. So everyone just give him a really quick thank you in the chat.
They don't want to leave an opening for the driver behind them. Kenny Wallace is going to try a little higher line, see if he can get a better grip off the corner.
I mean, another guy who's still been there, Marlin. He's been there all day. He's just been. It's just like now that he's in the lower half of the top 10 now, top 15. So
up in front of this.
But yeah, everyone, just thank Rocky, man. Appreciate it.
Kenny Schrader in 6th and 7th.
Bobby Labate, after he spun, he came back amongst the leaders there. He's hanging
some
right
other
there.
guys, some notable guys in the back right now. Ricky Rudd, the defending race winner at this track, 27th, 28th. Nadu in the Cartoon Network car, was hyping him up before the race. He's starting inside the top 5. Now he's all the way back. Michael Waltrip, he's in the back there. But everyone's still running, though. That's the thing, too. All 43 cars are still on the track.
Started 20th and finished 20th at Bristol last week. Started 6th here this afternoon.
Hey, and Rocky's saying in the chat he has more going up tomorrow. Again, guys, go subscribe to his channel. Nick, I have you as a mod. Can you put his channel in there? Because like I don't want to. Well, we'll check out his sub numbers after the race, but I don't want to take away from the race right now. So just put his link in the chat, and everyone go sub to him. You wouldn't be doing this if you didn't upload this race.
6th and 7th.
So yeah, he's got more uploaded too. You got to support the other race uploaders, man. You have to.
To go. Jeff Burton is holding on the leader, and
Burton.
Rusty Wallace takes away the 4th spot.
Damn. Now, yeah, Andretti's back to 5th.
So now we've got Burton. Gordon,
so what Andretti's hoping for right now, I'm assuming, you took 2 tires that last stop just to gain track position because you feel like the car is good when it's out front, even on 2 tires. So once the green flag pit stops drop or start, you get 4 tires, make those final adjustments for the long run, and then hopefully try and get that win. So that's his plan right now.
Those are the top 10. The NASCAR Winston.
Yeah, Andretti all the way from 21st place, with less than 100 laps to go in the race.
We'll be
right now. Keep on. Oh, okay, that was a random feed
Martinsville
That's just a
Speedway
random
in
fetus.
Virginia. The pit crew members wait for these last final laps, occupying themselves, and the Exide crew is hoping that they
I love the dramatic,
dramatic
effects, the music in the background, and Bob Jenkins kind of being all dramatic, be like, in the final 100 laps, they're getting ready, who's gonna win? Like, I love that. Yes, so everyone go sub to his channel. Rocky is at 132 subscribers. We got 189 right now. Let's try and get him up to 200 by the end of this race. He's a new race uploader. This is like one of the best quality races I've seen of this very race. So I appreciate him doing the work, hard work, getting it together, so we can enjoy it. So I really appreciate it. And I'll make sure to put his link in the description afterwards.
To go to victory lane, but my best memory and Jeff's best memory was watching his wife-to-be Kim jump 2 different.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. For his first Busch win, that did happen.
Be with him in victory lane that day 9 years ago.
I remember that race very well. You worked that race, didn't you, Benny? Were you in victory lane?
Yes, I was. I was with Kim on the backstretch when he took the checkered flag. And
all right, Rusty's getting by Martin now. He's trying to hold him off right now. Andretti's just lurking. He's kind of lurking there. He can't quite pass them, but he can still stay up there with them.
This battle is almost 2 seconds behind.
So yeah, that's the way the series is going to work. We watch full races, but at the end of the day, we try and get as much promotion to the channel that uploaded this race at the end of the day. So it's not just going to be with him. I'm going to be watching a whole lot of other races. At least I plan to. So that's what we have to do. So we have to support one another, especially like the race uploaders. I feel like they kind of don't get as much love as they should. Because I wouldn't have the content without them. And, you know, we wouldn't be able to watch these races right now without them uploading them, putting in hard work. So, again, go subscribe not only to him, but to any other race uploader you see.
The greatest hockey player ever. That's at 7:30 tomorrow.
And also, just leave a comment, too. Just a random comment just saying, like, hey, just thanks for uploading this race. You know what I'm saying? Just a simple thank you goes a long way. Anyways, meanwhile, up front,
Jeff Gordon has caught the
Gordon's, they keep playing cat and mouse with each other. I can't even talk so late. With each other. They keep going back and forth for the lead. It's been like this almost the whole race.
Now, can he do anything that he's there?
And meanwhile, Mayfield in his messed up car, he's like 33 laps down now, just hanging on for dear life. He's trying to hope this race ends.
Being able to pass on the inside.
You know, I wish I would have known. I would know how many laps are to go, but there's no leaderboard. ESPN's like, nah, you don't need the leaderboard the whole time. You only need it for some of the time. Okay. Oh, here we go. And yep, little loose. Damn, couldn't quite complete the pass.
2 slippages in the same corner, and they remain the same. However, watch Jeff again. Gordon, that is.
You have to be careful which Jeff you say.
Not quite up there. Not yet.
Well, right now, Jeff Burton has moved up the racetrack. He's moved up the racetrack.
Yeah, Burton's he's running a different line. Yeah.
Off the corner, he's afraid that
all right, now it's up 73 laps to go right now. 73.
And he's trying to get that good run off the corner. He's concerned about this traffic now and trying to use that traffic as well. Pretty smart move by, see? Now he's ready to run on the outside as Jerry Nadeau goes down
on the top. Nadeau's just going to move out the way.
Go up there and knew what his car was going to do up there.
There's Sadler. He's about to get put, like, I think 4 laps down now. This is actually his Martinsville debut, by the way, I believe.
You're right. He's getting good traction up there now.
Yes, he found that.
But yeah, the outside, they're just making the outside work really good.
Cars on the outside, it looks like he's a little faster than Jeff Gordon.
Elliott Sadler goes another lap down. He's now 4 laps.
Oh yeah, the IndyCar iRacing Challenge is tomorrow. I'll make sure to tune into that. What time is it? Can someone give me a time for that, please? What are the times? What are the start times for NASCAR's race on Sunday and iRacing's or IndyCar's iRace on Saturday? Do we have start times yet? I haven't seen them yet. I just want to make sure I'm up and bright and early if it's like early in the morning, so I can watch it.
These cars running in the same tracks.
Hey, 69 to go. Nice. Put some 6.9s in the chat right now. Not for 6ix9ine the rapper, hell no, but no, just 6ix9ine in general.
Automobile. Kodiak car right in front of the leaders.
Been another up and down day for the 88 car. He is up to
He's still in this race, Jared is, but he's been quiet. Dale Jarrett's been the quiet thing, and he's running P6. Now, there's no wonder. It's no wonder he won the championship that season. 31st, starts 6th, basically makes the most of a good day, and is consistent enough in this era. Before any playoffs, before any chase, you know, just straight up points. You had to be this good, week in and week out.
Burton has on him to about 4 seconds.
I mean, there can be only one champion.
Now he's about
you had to be that good.
5 seconds behind.
Oh yeah, Joseph, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys coming in, and really everyone just coming in. This is fun. Johnny Benson 7 laps down. Just looking at the back. Trickle 4 laps down. Irwin 9 laps down.
Let's check our suspension cam here on the 28 car and see what the brake. Well, they're still glowing red, aren't they?
Look at the brake now. Wow. Because they showed it. They showed it at the very beginning of the race. But look how red it looks now. Because we're in these long run stints.
All the way down. That's a Rebestos onboard camera.
But it still has brakes. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's the point. They're really hot right now, but he still has brakes, though. But yeah, I know. I was about to say, Denny delivers like, yo, look at those brake rotors, my dude. I know, man.
500 laps and still have brakes. Remind you ever been in an old blacksmith shop? And they
just look how red they look when they just go in the turns here. This is on a car, too. Like, Irwin just has had a terrible, terrible day today. But he's just trying to salvage and make the best of the bad situation.
That's a different kind of metal than what this blacksmith was working on.
That's cool, like, Irwin, like, I don't know, just like with all that's happened now, like, that they carried, you know, all the stuff on here so we can watch him race and stuff. Like, way before, you know, his passing and all that.
Meanwhile, up front,
this is good footage, good content to watch now.
Moving through traffic nicely.
But yeah, now Burton is separating himself from Gordon. I have to assume green flag pit stops are going to come very soon.
This is going to cost him a second or so.
Yes, it will. Cost him big time.
Cope has had one of those days in Martinsville. And damn, look at Steve Park's car too. Look at the front bumper there. Hella black.
Advantage just a little bit here. 438 laps.
Approaching nearly to 50 laps to go.
The circuits at Martinsville.
Nearly to 50 laps to go.
Welcome back to Martinsville.
Pit stops are going to be coming.
The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race was won by a resident of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Jimmy Hensley, and right now another resident, Jeff Burton, is leading the NASCAR
Copter can for like the 6th time or 7th time
this half-mile
with the
asphalt
copper sounds.
Still running that same line. Once he discovered that line, looks like he's really having.
Oh yeah, I know, Jake. Yeah, those were happening. Oh, but Andretti, he's coming.
This is for 3rd spot.
Third place.
Rusty really barreled off of that turn, slipped a little bit. Andretti's going to get up on the inside.
He's coming. He's coming, guys.
That's amazing, really. We have not seen the 2-tire change work that well, but it's working for him.
He is en route to his
only 2 tires.
Previous is
amazing. I don't even know how that's possible.
In the fall race of 1996, but he is battling for the 3rd position right now.
And he's going to get him off of this corner.
Taking it.
Yep, now he does. Yep, he's coming.
It hasn't been all good things for Andretti.
Oh yeah, Nick, good point. Dale Jarrett got 29 top 10s in 34 races during the 99 season, which means he had a top 10 in 85.3% of the races that year. Yeah. Oh, and there's the spin. So yeah, the spin we saw earlier, the one that obviously should have been a caution to me, because even after the spin, the initial spin, he goes up and nearly takes out the leaders. So that should have been a caution right away, probably.
Has the most wins here at Martinsville, 16. In fact, a lot more than anybody else.
Yeah, that's how much they won back in the day.
7. And Childress was 6, and Roger Penske.
And then now he's up here in 3rd, dude. Like, that's a feel-good story, man. Like, just him finishing 3rd alone would have been a good story. But well, let's just watch the rest.
John Andretti has enough time to run down the front 2. Jeff Burton and Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, that didn't age well, Benny. Did y'all just hear that? I'm not gonna say what happened. That didn't age well.
A little bit less than
After all
50
these
laps
years.
to go in this race. 46 to go, as a matter of fact, as Jeff Burton comes down and completes lap number 454. The crowd stands by to see.
All right, we're less than 50 laps to go. And the Goody's body paint 500. And there's a random fetus again.
Welcome back to ESPN's live coverage of the NASCAR Winston Cup race from Martinsville. The Goody's Body Paint 500 being brought to you by the more than 2,500 AutoZone stores across America.
Yeah, the sport had so many sponsors. It still does, but it was just amazing how many sponsors they had back in the day.
And by Polaris Watercraft. Ride the best. 40 laps to go in this one.
All right.
Burton continues to
Crunch time. But is Dale Sr. going to be a prick and not let him pass?
Jeff Gordon had tried to put a lap on Dale Earnhardt. Well, guess who the next? See Jeff Burton and Dale.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have to worry about that. He's just going to... Whoa.
That's going to cost him some time.
Okay, that was a little bit too high there. Come on, Jeff.
Gordon had, well, it's close in there again. Now that Burton has moved up there on Earnhardt.
Oh, now it's yeah. Gordon's starting to close
Been
in.
able to get through that traffic better before, but it wasn't the same guy who's trying to lap, was it?
To the inside, there's LePage. The inside, but LePage is going to be a gentleman. Before LePage ever LePage the field, he got out the way. He's going to get out the way of the leaders.
That's Dick Trickle. Never see John.
And John, he's holding. He's in there. He's hanging in there.
Behind Jeff Burton.
Running a faster lap than anybody else in the top 6. John Andretti did.
Burton on the inside of Dick Trickle.
And it's coming down to it. If you're coming back, you picked the right time to come back.
There's the 4th place battle.
So actually, I guess there is no more pit stops. I think they can just make it the whole way. So whatever happens,
They
here
have been
happens.
going at it the last 8 or 10 laps. Both their cars are slipping and sliding.
Rusty Walsh down in turn 1. Looks like he's
Mark
on
Martin going to the bottom.
Spun sideways when he goes in the corner. You see
He's on the
Mark
inside of
Martin.
Wallace there, trying to get some momentum on the inside. Wallace is kind of using the outside right now to get some momentum, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work on the long runs, I don't think.
Looked like it had 100 more horsepower, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, Martin has that run off the corners. Well, not off the corners, but entering. He's a good car entering. Rusty has the long runs off the corners, but it's not going to last very long.
Rusty Walsh's car. But he still, once again, gets a great run off the corner.
Rocky Dam with a craze of 9 runs. Yeah, I was looking at some of these scores too. Kind of see it.
Mark to the inside again. Boom.
Oh, a little bit of a bump there.
In turn 3.
Can't quite complete it. Whoa, whoa. Talk about a run off the corner there. The shot like a
You
cannon.
used to call that shot the dog cam, didn't you?
Like dog walker.
That's where he would be if he was in the front seat with you.
Oh yeah, the NFL draft was going on during this race. Well, it was the final day, so we're in like the dark hours today. So like probably 5th, 6th round by then.
Well, that is an intense battle.
Or actually, once you hit the 200 picks, and once you hit the picks in the 200 draft, I believe it's like it comes into the 6th and the 7th round of that. Oh, this race is going on. Teams are drafting for
right behind the windshield post or A pillar on this car.
But right now, Rusty and Martin, they're not competing for the win anymore. But yeah, I was about to say, Nick, I love this camera angle. A lot of these camera angles I freaking love. I don't know why they don't exist anymore, but please bring them back. But now, finally, Martin's able to get by him. And meanwhile,
They've been able to get by
Gordon and Jeff right now. They finally got by Earnhardt, so they have nothing left to worry about, right? Well, you're about to see.
Right now, we've got 2 leaders, nose to tail.
And there are less than 30 laps to go now. Will it be Jeff?
All right, less than 30. It's about that time. And just as we're hitting less than 30 laps to go, we're at 200 viewers. Make sure you click the like button if you add in 266 likes, or 226 likes. We're coming down in the dog hours.
Stay tuned
late hours
for the first race of IROC 23 from Daytona International Speedway.
Oh, I know, Corvette guy. The camera angles do back in the day. They were filming. They were amazing. And as Yoshi Fan says in the chat, it's coming down to the wire. Less than 30 laps to go.
ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, go.com. 25 laps to go now.
25 to be exact.
By about 3/4 of a second.
No more pit stops, just straight up racing. Let's see how it ends.
And Bill Elliott is slow up. I guess he just got knocked up out of the groove. Looks like he's back up speed now. McDonald's car. Tell you what, when Jeff Burton moved up to that higher line, to that higher groove, looks like he really started picking up the speed. As we see
Kenny Wallace.
Ballot position. That's for 8th spot.
Kenny Wallace and Kenny Schrader. Two Kennys. They're having a good day today.
Schrader's car looks like it's relatively unscathed. But
poor Tony Stewart, all the way back in 21st, the pole sitter, 2 laps
This
down.
31 car, Bob, has been one of the fastest on the track here recently. He has run down Dale Jarrett, and Jarrett has been gaining on Rusty Wallace and Mark Martin, but Mike Skinner has cut off about 3 seconds off of them in the last 20 laps.
Oh,
Jarrett is
little
6th
loose.
and Skinner is in 7th. Brett Bodine, who for so long was on the lead lap, is now a lap down in 15th.
You see those black dots fly up? That was rubber.
Yep.
And see DJ getting a little loose off the corner, and here goes Skinner up on the outside with that slow car.
Yeah, Skinner's been in the top 10 all day.
His progress.
Earnhardt's been the worst RCR car by far, and that doesn't rarely happen. All right, no, my bad. That rarely happens. That doesn't. Anyways, close to 20 laps to go. Right now, Skinner's in P7, trying to get 6 from Dale Jarrett, the eventual champion of that season. And Rich Bickle's still in 13th. I've been keeping track with him. He was in the top 5 at that point. This car's obviously slick. So yeah, 20 laps to go. Inside the final 20 laps at Martinsville.
There they are with the slow car of Joe
Right now,
Nemechek
Jeff
between
Burton
them.
is running away with it.
Back in 37, 13 laps down.
Yeah, Joe's behind the wall early in the race for about 7 laps.
Who's lurking in third? But let's see at the line who the faster
Jeff
car
Burton
is.
has won twice at this racetrack. Jeff Burton has won
And
once.
Andretti right now is the fastest.
Once again, the battle wages for that 6th position. Skinner's on the inside of Jarrett this time.
So right now at the line, 2.19 seconds behind the leaders, and a second, like a second, 1.16 behind them as well. But Andretti keeps closing in.
Andretti is
couple
closed
of tenths,
within 2
couple
seconds.
tenths to a lap. With 20, like 19, 18 laps to
the
go. Plenty
fastest
of
car
time
on
to
the
get back up
racetrack
there.
right now. Kenny Wallace,
Kenny Wallace,
second
nice.
quick.
The second quickness is Wallace. That's good.
There are 13 cars on the lead lap, and he continues to close in now, down to less
But
than
yeah,
2
I was
seconds.
about to say Darrell Waltrip in P11. That's a good
He's
run.
really picking up on Jeff Gordon.
But yeah, DW, his best friend of 99, I believe came here, but right now they're the hour.
With 17 laps to go, Jeff Gordon might be his problem, because you think they would race for a few laps, and the time it would take Andretti to get by would allow Jeff Burton to get away.
He's closing in on Gordon.
Andretti's car will stay right down on the bottom of that race.
Andretti, a non-factor all race, and then all of a sudden he comes back up here.
Career best short track finish for John Andretti last week at Bristol. He came home 4th. Right now he's 3rd and headed for Jeff Gordon running 2nd.
It's not a matter of if he'll get past the 24, but when.
Petty Enterprises once again this week would get double chicken money.
Double chicken money?
Last week,
I miss Petty, man.
With Jimmy Hensley in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Now he's closed the gap on the leader
Now that he's come up on
1.24
the
seconds
24, he
now.
no longer is the fastest car on the racetrack, but is second quick. Well, we'll see what Andretti can do with Gordon
cool.
here, if anything.
And here he goes to the bottom. He's there. Yeah, he's there. There he goes.
John
Wow,
Andretti.
talk about a comeback.
He only has 12 laps to go.
And can he complete the pass, though? I think Gordon's kind of just going to let him go by. He's like, yeah, look, he has a faster car. Not going to really hold him up. He's still going to race him until he passes him, but until then, no. Can't quite clear him yet. There he goes. Now he clears him. With 11 laps to go. Now he has to try and take the lead.
The interval down to 3/4 of a second.
And for the Mike Skinner fans, he's passed Rusty Wallace, taking over 5th.
There's Nancy Andretti watching her husband John set his sights. Got the crosshairs on Jeff Burton.
He's close.
The interval now is
oh, he's way faster. Yeah. Burton might be the second fastest, but he ain't the fastest.
That high line, he will give the inside line to Andretti, where his STP Pontiac wants to be.
But there are less than 10 laps to go. Coming around to complete lap 4.
Yep, no traffic between them at the moment, just them, just those two.
Andretti still the fastest car on the racetrack.
Damn, he's closing in on 2 tires, only 2 tires, by the way.
Jeff Burton's car getting a little bit loose. We saw the back end kick out just a little bit as he came off the corner. Here once again, when he gets back in the accelerator, getting a little bit loose. 6400ths, another 1/10 of a second, closer and closer.
Man, coming out of nowhere, being
Last
contention.
year here in Martinsville, 18th and 37th.
Yes, that's Kim. That's Nancy. Yep.
Oh, closing in, closing in. Wow, on 2 tires. Wow, that's amazing. Can he? He's got to close the deal though. He's got to still clear him.
The truck race yesterday afternoon with Jimmy Hensley and John Andretti this afternoon in the STP Pontiac.
Down to the bottom. Oh, but there's some lap traffic though.
Play a role in the outcome of this race.
6 to go.
Johnny Benson just moves completely down on the inside out of their way. He don't want to be a part
There he is. He's on the bottom. Yeah, Burton. Yeah, Blue Jimmy. I was just about to say, Burton keeps going wide there.
Loose coming off the corner, but stays right beside Jeff Burton.
These 2 guys are the absolute best of friends.
All right, Bickle's gonna get out of the way.
Jeff Burton, Rick Mast just moves over, let these guys go.
There's still a ton of lap cars in front of them.
We've got 2 cars in front of them, side by side.
Oh,
Bobby Hamilton.
yeah, Hamilton. Just gonna move out the way.
Now they're coming up on the 13th place car, Sterling Marlin, who's still at the moment on the lead lap. John Andretti.
Right now, still side by side. Can he clear it? No, he can't. He's side by side though.
The line, they are just absolutely dead even.
Jeff Burton gets a little bit loose going in. Now what's the 40 car going to do? Is he going to move over?
And all right, he's gonna move. Yeah, he'll move.
Yes, it was.
But now we've got a steady stream of traffic along the way.
Can he clear him? Clear! He's clear. Let's go. Pass complete. Holy crap! Wow.
What a run for John Andretti.
3 to go.
He was a lap down earlier in the race.
Dude, lap down earlier in the race. A caution should have came out for that spin, by the way, and now he's leading in the final 3 laps.
Winston Cup win was here in April of '79. 2 laps to go for John Andretti.
If you didn't know about this comeback, now you know it. This is one of the greatest in NASCAR history ever.
DW's in 12th spot.
And honestly, it doesn't get talked about enough as it should.
Looking for the white flag.
White flag, final lap.
There were about 5 cars battling for the lead through the first 475 laps, and all of a sudden, John Andretti drives.
On the final lap, he has some heavy traffic, no worries.
Here he is down the backstretch with less than half a lap to go to his second.
Off of turn 4. Andretti gets his second and final career win, the first for Penny Enterprises in a while. The comeback is complete.
500, an outstanding performance.
Wow, that was a good race. One of the greatest comebacks ever. Robbie Loomis, his first win with Andretti. This was before he went on with Jeff Gordon in the 2001 championship too. But my God, talk about a comeback.
I'm gonna tell you what, Andretti was awesome. Petty's knowledge up here at Martinsville. I got to thank God today. He gave us a bunch of great employees at Petty Enterprise. And
how somebody just comes all the way back from
got behind early. We got that lap down. And John used his hands.
You don't see that nowadays. You don't.
That was a good day for us.
You guys took those 2 tires to last stop. I mean, that turned out to be the best thing to do.
Yeah, I tell you, we've done it a couple times up here when we had the backstretch pit. I said, why not try it? You know, we're over here. We qualified bad on Friday. All the guys at Petty Enterprise shop. Rick Man, the guys in the motor room. What a job. Awesome.
Congratulations, Robbie.
John Andretti looking for victory lane.
Yeah, he's probably in shock too. Yeah, here it is. I was about to say, show it again.
Gets bumped by Wartburg, spins around in turn number 2.
Yeah, very beginning of the race, we saw it.
Full lap. However, on lap 135, he was able to get the lap back, and he wins here at Martinsville.
That's cool.
What a great story.
There's Petty
Look at the
right
king.
there.
Attaboy, John.
So now, to start the 99 season, that was 8 different winners in the first 8 races.
Win for Petty Enterprises, the most of all time. And it started yesterday when the Kings truck driver, Jimmy Hensley from the Commonwealth of Virginia, showed some real emotion in victory lane, actually stopping here on the start finish line.
Does he dance? Yeah, he does a little dance there too.
And
I believe this is the last time Petty Enterprises swept the weekend.
Well, Richard Petty is the Winston Cup driver, won more races here at Martinsville than anyone else. Now you got another win. You had a win yesterday. What a weekend.
Yeah, I had a good weekend. I think Kyle wound up 10, so that was a good weekend for everybody.
Yeah, and now Kyle was like the best car up until just like John Andretti's car just turned on there. But
and yesterday with Jimmy Hensley winning, now with John winning, how big a victory is this for you?
Well, it's a pretty big victory, especially, you know, John didn't qualify too good. Then he spun out and lost a lap, made his lap back up. It was a hard race for him.
John Andretti started the race 21st.
All day long. And you know, the car stayed with him, and he stayed right with the car. And you know, I don't know what else to say. I told him it looked like Richard Petty driving that thing.
Yes, he did.
Well, those are words well spoken. So Richard Petty,
after Petty retired, you really didn't see the 43 up there that often.
Yeah,
here's the
12 cars finished on the lead lap.
Mike Skinner ended up finishing 4th. What a good day. Got back on track there. Kenny Wallace is 6th.
On the lead lap, and
but yeah, not too many cars finishing on the lead lap. Earnhardt Sr. sucked. Tony Stewart was not good. Ernie Irvin was good in the very beginning, got wrecked.
And the remainder of the field now, we only had one car out of the race at the end.
So one car did ended up leading the race, Ricky Craven. So we had 42
John
cars.
Andretti also gained in the point standings as a result of his victory here this afternoon.
Points after this. Jeff Burton still maintained the lead, but Jarrett was there. He would eventually win.
4th position, and
so
John Andretti gives the boss
not quite yet,
to victory lane.
Andretti giving Petty a ride to victory
What a
lane
weekend it has been for.
Dude, that was an awesome race. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this race? The 1999 Goody's Body Paint 500. I'd say
Kyle coming home in
9.5, dude. I have to say 9.5, man. This race had it all. He had a ton of wrecks, a ton of passing, and then best of all, an upset winner. That's crazy.
How did I do that? How did I do that? It's like Adam leaning in the door over there.
Oh yeah, Adam Petty's in victory lane right there on the corner.
Couldn't get the cap to fit.
That's amazing.
To the McDonald's winner's circle, here's Jerry Punch.
A big hug from wife Nancy in victory lane. John, what an effort. Last week, 26th to 4th. This week, 21st, a lap down, back on the lead lap, and in victory lane. What an effort.
Well, I knew when we tested here, we had a good car, but it was about 80 degrees when we tested here, and the STP Pontiac team has done a great job. And that's a 2-tire call. I didn't think I had anything left, and with about 20 to go, I thought that I had my brakes were done, but I didn't care. I'd rather won the race or try to win in the race and go out with my brakes failing, because I was always in the back, but got a beat up race car, but she'll work again.
2 tires, and you had to catch and pass your good friend.
I still can't believe I didn't know he won this race on 2 tires. I didn't know that. I thought for sure they were going to make one final pit stop, but no.
Maybe to run second.
They could have made it all the way up to that point. And he straight up beat him. That's crazy.
I don't really hate it for him because he's already won 2 races this year. It's good that he let. I think he let his buddy win, maybe.
Yeah, Ultimate Drag, I didn't see that.
And what an effort. Double chicken money for 2 weeks in a row. John Andretti in victory lane at Martinsville.
Only led 4 laps, the last 4. The leader of the most laps was Rusty Wallace, who led 177. Way to go, John. Good run. Next week, we will be at the longest and the fastest track that the NASCAR Winston Cup Series competes on. Mud Pole qualifying is on Friday at 2 o'clock on ESPN, 4 o'clock on ESPN2.
So once again, really appreciate you guys tuning in tonight.
On ESPN.
Tonight's race, it was better planned out this time. I think we had as many as like, what, 320, 330 maybe at the same time watching. And, you know, it was cool. I'll be doing more of these. Like I said, I'll do one again next week. Not sure what race I'm going to do, but I'll definitely let you guys know. So, I mean, I really appreciate it, especially to the 151 people who are still here. I mean, that was a good race. I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. Just in the comments below, once the stream's officially up and once it's processed, leave a comment down below suggesting what race you want. We'll see if we can get to it. Anyways, really appreciate you guys coming in. We're going to kind of end it, segue when the broadcast ends. But really quick, just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. 24.5 thousand subs in the world. And just thank you guys for coming in too, man. It means a lot. And yeah, can't wait for some more content. Some more content will be out this weekend. So just be on the lookout. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Lives Matter. Catch you next time.
Andretti wins at Martinsville Speedway in Virginia. So we'll see you this coming Friday. Stay tuned for IROC. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. Part of the Go Network, go.com.